season.
Hammer time thrown down by the league.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sacktown Sports, 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone. And then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Name that listener. You both can chime in if you want. I'm going to read the text. Let's see if you can tell who the listener is. I'm going to read it in a normal voice. No hints. Ready? Mm-hmm. My surprise NFL team this season is the, quote, New York Football Giants, end quote, as they have a beast on their offense in Cam Scadaboo. If listeners forgot, he is out of Rio Linda High School and played 2 seasons of college ball at Sacramento State and 2 seasons of college ball at Arizona State.
Mike.
That's Mike.
Yeah.
Texting in. I hadn't seen Mike in a while. I hadn't heard from him. It was good to see him back. See him back on social media. Our guy, Mike Barbaugh. Shout out.
I think I'll see him this weekend.
I would imagine so.
In Reno.
That's right. Part of the broadcast team.
Sac State going to play the Wolf Pack in Reno.
Love me some Reno.
Do you?
Nope. Can't stand that city.
What's wrong with Reno?
I don't like it.
Oh.
It just, I don't know. It's like Great Value Tahoe. I go there and there's just always, it's just weird. But that being said, probably once every couple of years, the wife and I just roll up there we'll go to the Silver Legacy or something.
There you go.
But I haven't had a lot of good gambling luck in Reno. I think my favorite thing about Reno is I don't even know what the building is. Someone will know, but there's a giant boob up there. It's like a sphere.
Yeah, isn't that the bowling thing?
Is it? With a little thing on top.
Yeah, the bowling.
I haven't been in there.
Is that what it is? Yeah. It's a bowling alley?
I believe so.
Oh, wow. It's huge.
It's a bowling boob.
It is a bowling boob. It just looks like a boob. I always go, and then I piss Melissa.
Surprised you haven't tried to go into the boob.
Maybe I will next time.
Yeah.
Because I've gone to like Circus and watched like motorcycles and the little thing. And
maybe I'll go there this time.
You should. Yeah. Do a review of it.
I'll have a report for you on Monday.
I take that back. I don't hate Reno.
I don't want to go home. I want to go to Reno.
I've had really bad gambling. Reno is
really bad. You keep referencing that.
Reno's the site of my worst ever gambling loss.
Describe it.
It was when I was doing backup sports updates for you.
You're trying to make money back?
Yes.
So you'd been losing already.
That's right.
And there's, the foolproof way is I'm going to get it back.
That's right. All at once.
What's your game of choice?
That night it was blackjack. Like I
can't lose every hand.
Were you playing the dealer from Vegas Vacation?
Apparently. I wasn't even like playing one-on-one either. I was just playing normal. I just had a bad run and I was getting angry. And you can't get helpful. You can't get emotional.
Yeah.
I'll usually start. It's like if I haven't done this in a long time, but like my thing would be I'd roll into the casino.
Hey everybody, I'm here.
Hi, Norm. And it's like there'd be kind of like the show, like there'd be the warm up, right? And so the warm up for me is like a Wheel of Fortune slots. I'll just sit down in a slot and just kind of get in the mode. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Give me that gold spin. And then once I lose whatever on that, then
now I'm warmed up.
Now I'm warmed up. Now I'm ready to get it back playing blackjack. Yeah. And I'll kind of case the joint, just look for a table that feels right. And where was that? I think it was at the Pepper Mill.
Keep your eye on him.
Dude. It was bad. It was and my girlfriend at the time was a bartender. And so we actually
Set the screen.
This is the same trip where we rolled up there and ate it at Danny's on the way up, and I had the chicken fried steak, and we were with another couple, and so did she. And somewhere along 80 in the middle of nowhere between here and there is probably a beautiful field of flowers.
That's right. I had the lasagna.
That did not sit well with me. We had to do an emergency pit stop. Oh, dude.
Huh.
Yeah.
You?
Me. It was bad. And I was on an incline on the side of the road.
Oh, Incline Village.
Thank God she had paper towels in the car. And anyway, so
how about a kiss?
we were up there, and it was the next night. Yeah, and I just went on a spectacular crash.
My tummy hurts, but I'm gonna win some money.
I'm gonna win us. Here we go. And the problem, and you never.
So you quite literally lost everything,
including a lot of weight.
This is the height of luxury.
Yeah, and you should never go up there when you just got paid.
Oh, no, perfect time.
And I was in the mortgage business at the time, and 3 loans.
Thriving business.
At the time, it really was. Yeah. It was really thriving. This was in the early 2000s, and I was waiting.
I don't see that bubble popping.
Making way too much money for what? Making far more money than I am now. At an age where I had no business making that kind of money and should not have made it.
Well,
good at business.
And I lost it.
And you gave it back.
And I gave it all back. So you're welcome, Peppermill. Anyways.
Well, you know what? I'm going to go to Reno and win it back for you.
This is for Dave.
Oh, I was just going to say, you should win it for me, just like Coach Plow is going to beat Washington.
Yeah.
I struggled with the thought of saying this on the air when I found it out when this happened yesterday. And that is so rare for me. But out of protection for my dad, I really gave a lot of thought to not bringing this up to you guys. But sorry. So I get a call from him yesterday. And he had a question. It was something with my mom. And then towards the end, he goes, "Hey, by the way, why did you never tell me that they did that to Avery?" And I go, "What are you talking about?" They sent somebody to your door and basically laughed in her face and
telegram.
Why did you not tell me?
Well, that you're protecting his granddaughter.
And I was like, "Dad," I go, "Dad," because I knew how you'd react, and I let it go for like a little bit, so we're talking. He's like, I mean, he was pissed.
Yeah.
If you missed the show yesterday, I told UC Davis coach Tim Plow that
it's your Davis game bit.
It's my Davis game bit, which my dad. I know that's what he says. It's not a bit, according to my dad, and I said that. Of the colleges my daughter applied to, the University of Washington didn't just reject her. They sent a candygram person to our house, knocked on the door, and then rejected her and put in her face and put a loser sticker on our door.
Just 3 steps too far.
So I go with my dad on this for, I don't know, a couple minutes. I'm just like, "Yeah, no, Dad." And then at one point I go, "Oh, Dad, do me a favor. Can you look outside real quick?" He goes, "Hold on." And you know that noise old people make when they get up? And this is kind of mean to me, but so he gets up and he's kind of shuffling over. I go, "Look out your door. Dad, is there a truck outside?" And he goes, "No." I go, "You sure?" Look, is there a truck? He goes, "No, David." I go, "Okay, keep a lookout for that turnip truck you just fell off of." Total dad joke on my dad, right? He's like, "What? Oh, come on. Really?" And I was like, "Dad,
you think he spent the rest of the day looking out the window, looking for the truck?"
While he says there's a turnip truck, I can't see it yet.
While he's loading his shotgun, waiting for the University of Washington to come around. It's like, "Dad, do you really think that's what happened?" "Well, you told it so convincingly."
And the coach is going to go fight for your honor.
That's right. Like Peter Cetera.
Yeah.
Exactly.
When I used to mess with my dad, there would always be a moment to where he caught on and he would just be Damn it, Christopher. Because he wouldn't be mad at me.
Right.
He would be mad at himself. Because why would I believe what he's saying?
That's right. Well, that's how your dad reacted. My dad tends to react where he does get mad, but he gets mad at me because why? And then he starts like, your listeners probably think you're serious. If I think you're serious, you probably have listeners out there. Like, what if somebody's going to go apply to the school and they think that and I'm like, Dad, nobody thinks I'm serious.
What if you say that Alan's going to have this 49er news that he ends up not getting to?
He didn't get to it yesterday?
No, he's not. I give him all these great teases, and he does not pay it off. Real quick, speaking of my daughter, yesterday we had one of our first adulting conversations. You
had the talk?
That was her mother. She got that shower head filter.
Oh.
Right. And she can't get the shower head off, so she's been looking at YouTube videos on how to replace a shower head, right? Hey,
they have a shower in their own room?
No. It's like
a community one?
Right. It's like a regular bathroom like you'd have in your house. It's
right.
Like sink, toilet, shower. But 2, 4, 6, 8 girls share it on that floor.
But so I'm assuming she talked to the other girl. Like
Yeah.
Gross.
And so she, of course, volunteered to go get the shower filter out of God forbid you split the money or anything. It's on my dime. No problem. $25. She got it from one of her Amazon gift cards that she got for graduation. That's fine. She used her own money.
Mason still has 35 of those left.
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them. So she's been looking at these YouTube videos on how to do this, which I'm proud of her for that. And she realized she needed a monkey wrench to get the shower head off. So I said, go talk downstairs. Go talk to somebody.
Someone's got it.
Yeah. Well, apparently she talked to like 5 different staff members, and none of them have a monkey wrench.
Oh, you need to fix something around here? I usually just ask Daddy.
So she goes to the USC Target.
Monkey wrench. $87.
Day before yesterday, Jason, it was $18. Okay. But her card didn't work. And this was the day before yesterday. So we look on her card. We keep a few bucks in her account for whatever, like emergencies and stuff, but it's usually like around $100. Well, I go, okay. And I just go to our little app, our USAA app, and I look. Well, she has $2.67 in her account.
Oh man, I'm out of cash.
And so I had not looked at her account. So I'm looking at her
Bonding trip.
It's all Ernie's Wines and Liquor. Los Angeles Green Cross. Yeah, no, I'm looking at this stuff and I'm seeing things like Pier Burger, Pier, like at this 2709. Taco Bell.
Gas trap.
1305.
Gas trap.
What was the other one that caught my eye here? Come on, where? Oh yeah, Pod Custom Burger, $30.91.
Gas trap.
I'm like, you just spent 60% of your net worth in the last 2 weeks on burgers
and tacos.
What are you doing? So we had to have this. We had to have this whole conversation about like, bro, I don't want you to be broke college student, but we're sacrificing a lot for this. This is a big ticket item, and you need to struggle a little bit too. You have a meal plan.
Want me to send you to Washington, loser?
Right. So we made a deal. I put some money in her account. I was like, but this is it. This is it. No. But I gave her a pretty extended time period. You got to make this last. All right. And then we started talking about basically an allowance as well.
How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing it right. I really don't. Sometimes I don't know if I'm doing it right. I'm doing the best I can, but I don't know if I'm doing it right. So I'm trying to be hard on her, but I also don't want, so she goes in, she's FaceTiming me while she's in Target in the self-checkout, and her car, it's still not going through. It's been a day now and still not going through. And then it occurs to me, I I go, hey, put the wrench back, go outside, call me back on the regular phone. She calls me back. I call the fraud department at the bank. I go, I think I know what's going on here. So I call and they go, yeah, we have a weird charge for you. It's $49.99 and it was some name neither of us recognized. So it was the automatic one, and you're supposed to like press a number if you think it's fraud. But I know what that triggers. If you say it's fraud, they stop the card. Card doesn't exist anymore. 7 to 10 business days. She's not going to have a card for like 2-3 weeks.
And they never send like, are you sure?
Yeah, it's always like, that's it.
I think I did that in Portland. I was at the airport and it's like, oh, is this you? And I'm like, I hit yeah, but I put no. And I'm like, no, crap.
And you're done. You're cut off. And she'd really be cut off. So, of course, my sister would probably drive over there, but you know. So we call the place and we go over it, and the lady reads the thing and she doesn't recognize it. So I asked her to give me the exact spelling, and I Google it, and it's a DBA, doing business as, and it's some
good business.
Mostro subscription, whatever. As soon as I say it, everybody goes, oh. I go, what? She goes, oh, that's a subscription. That's a free trial I got. Like, it was a 2-week free trial I got to help with my music stuff, and I was supposed to cancel it, and I didn't. I was like, okay. Well, ma'am, thank you. Let's decline that, and thank you so much, and awesome. So they lift the thing off the card, and she hangs up, and then I just lay into Avery for like 10 minutes, dude, just full dad mode. Like, do you realize how much I saved your ass right there? Like, you wouldn't, number one, you wouldn't have had a card for 2 weeks. You'd have been broke and you'd have had absolutely nothing. Number one. Number two, you can't do this. Like, if you do one of those trials, I don't have a problem with that. You have it. If only you had something in your pocket that you carried around with you that you could do things like set alarms that would let you know and alert you to the fact that you have to go on the day before the subscription. You know, so we have this whole thing about adulting and you're getting bailed out. And I can't help but think, coming into work today, it's really been on my mind since we had this conversation yesterday afternoon. Should I have just let it take its course? Should I have just let her? It wouldn't have been devastating.
Right.
It would have been really bad for her, especially early in her college career, where she's still kind of stressed out, and you know, as long as she's ever been away from home.
Yeah.
She's still a kid. She's still 17. And I'm torn between, did I do the right thing and help her out and teach her a lesson and take her through it, or should I just let her burn for a little bit?
Yeah, look, there's probably, ask 100 parents, you're going to get different answers. I guess it would go on which sounds like you guys have always had a great relationship. It just, I think, what's next? Like, if this happens multiple times, then it's like, all right, lesson maybe wasn't learned. But if it's like,
yeah, this was
a
first
one time,
her,
hey,
right.
I'm calling it a pinch because here's my explanation. This whatever, but as of I don't know. That's
I know it's
because if you didn't help her, it wasn't like it was devastating. The showerhead could wait, or she could find another resourceful way of getting the wrench. But
there's a part of me that wants her to get burned a little bit, but not scorched.
Well, that might have been it.
Yeah,
might have been
because she was embarrassed. She was in the line. She had to walk out.
Feeling.
Right.
But we'll see. But the subscription thing is a good.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I forgot to. I think that happens to people.
It does.
And it's not exclusive to her.
Some people have 2 subscriptions to The Athletic.
No one has that, Chris.
Some people have a $50 tonal and $50 exercise Peloton bike subscription, and they haven't used it in 7 months.
I haven't heard of that either, but she's you, isn't she?
She is leading off the 3 top stories in the morning.
Huge news. This is very important.
Here's cut number 1.
Maybe we should talk to Melissa and we should start playing a game of Dave or Avery.
Yes. Friday Fun and Games.
That would be a blast for me.
Oh, that's obviously her. Oh, I'm sorry, Dave. You said that last night at dinner.
I think we could add a third. It's Dave, Avery, or Alan.
Avery is me, but she has no income. She has no income. She has no, at least I can say, well, I earned this and I'm wasting it. She's, still on the teat spending all this whatever. Set the screen.
And Mason is what? Your mom?
Oh, no, dude, no. My mom? Oh, that's where I got it from. Oh, my mom. We call my mom and check the time. Within the family, our secret code word for my mom, code name. We call her the bag lady because we can go over there and like you could have maids go in and scour that house within a week. What are the things called, like a chair that has knobs where you sit in the back that you can like hang something off of? What are those called? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, imagine if this chair,
it's like at a dining table.
Yeah, like a dining table. There's like a knob here and a knob.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what that is. Any doorknob, anything you could possibly hang has a plastic shopping bag on it that is filled with some form of things my mom has acquired. Like, she's not a hoarder. She's like, she's a dirt. She's it only works for the site. Yeah. She's very hoardish and loves sparkly, shiny things. If you ever saw The Secret of Nim, there was a crow that gathered jewelry. That's my mother.
Oh, that creeped the hell out of me.
Jeremy? Oh, the whole thing in general?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Don Bluth animation was a little bit weird.
When the mouse started bleeding under the thing and
yeah, the deck, yeah. Anyways, cut number 1 here. Matt Chapman.
2, a swing. There's a high drive.
I think you got something on in there.
Although today I consider myself the luckiest man
in all of the land. What?
I don't know. You did something with a home run or whatever. Big day for Matt Chapman.
Yeah, another win.
Another win. We'll talk about that and safer out. And he's appealing he's appealing that, hits 2 home runs.
Good choice.
All of that going on with Matt Chapman. Not the biggest Matt Chapman news yesterday. Our friend of the show, Matt Chapman, right?
Mm-hmm.
I did not know this. Fair to say, one of the best fielders in the game.
Yeah.
And in order to be and he's at the hot corner, in order to be a fielder like that, your instincts and your reflexes have to be world class, right?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine doing all of that and you suffer from Tourette syndrome. Holy crap. What a story. And obviously there's different levels of Tourette's, and we've talked to our friend Jay Mars about that, or our former co-worker and all that. But I
call him?
Jay?
Yeah.
He's like our official Tourette's correspondent. Anytime it's in the news, we have him weigh in. It's not Jim Abbott with the one arm, right. But like what a thing to overcome and be able to
have timing with something.
That's like that. What I'm saying. How that is amazing, and good for him sharing that. That was really cool of him to share that, especially for people who have that condition too. I think it's obviously important to see people like Matt that are just doing so amazing, and the Giants are doing so amazing.
Yeah,
which is fantastic.
Wait till we get to August. Oh wait,
cut number 2.
Cut number 2.
Bouncing ball up the middle, ranging over Sajasi. Across his body, and the throw to first is there. Thomas Sajasi finishes off with an exclamation point on defense. The Cardinals win 5-1 and take the final 2 games of the series, claiming victory over the green and gold.
Well, as the Giants go up, the A's go down.
Yeah, we can't have nice things.
It's like a seesaw.
Yeah.
Seesaw or teeter-totter?
I like teeter-totter.
I do too.
Yeah.
Seesaw.
Of course, Chris going.
That's what we called it.
The alternate name.
Are they around? When was the last one you saw?
Can't be.
When was the last one you seesaw?
I don't know, man. They have those janky
When's
ones.
the last time you saw a seesaw?
Yeah. They have those janky ones I've seen before where like there's a spring in the middle. I don't know. It's just like on a. Yeah. I'm talking about the old school teeter-totters. You just launch your friends in the air.
Yeah. Like you just don't care.
Cut number 3, please.
Cut number 3.
Ready for some Football!
It's here. It's here. Opening day, sort of. Yeah. The NFL season is And do we have that game? Yeah, right here.
Of course we do.
On Sacktown Sports. That's a dangerous question to ask if we did. And I was like, oh, well, but it's going to suck anyways. You don't want to watch it? No, it's going to be great.
Ironically on KNCI.
Football starts. We got a big show for you. Kelly Brothers, he is good at business from what I hear.
Good at business.
He will be with us at 7:28. A special appearance from the Athletics, Sam Amick.
I know I'm shamelessly pumping the poll here.
It was Pablo Torre's first podcast with the Athletic that launched the Kawhi Leonard story yesterday. Sam's going to come on, who did some reporting on this years ago and is very familiar with the story. He's going to talk to us at 8 a.m. We got a big show for you. It's Dave, Jason, and Chris. We'll be right back after this.
The Drive Guys.
And I know you guys missed me, so I was like, I'm coming in.
We're starting to get used to it. I'm not having you, actually.
Yeah. I mean, and you know, I actually felt bad for Jay too. I'm like, damn, Jay, you got to work with this dude for 4 hours. And I'm like, let me come help Jay. No, I'm messing with you. You know what, though? I missed you the other night.
You can listen to The Drive Guys Monday through Friday from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. on 1140 a.m., YouTube, and the Sacktown Sports app.
Alan Stiles here with your Sacktown Sports Injury Update, brought to you by DTLA Law Group. Joey Estes, out with that herniated disc in his lower back, felt that back tightness after his last outing. The team will take a few days to evaluate his options for recovery. His expected return is TBD. Jacob Lopez, out with that grade 1 flexor strain. MRI results revealed a grade 1 strain, and manager Marcotte said he's hopeful he could return in a limited role before the end of the season. That was your Sacktown Sports Injury Update, brought to you by DTLA Law Group. Hey, I'm Alan Stiles. Injured at work? Call downtown. DTLA Law Group, California's leading injury law firm. With over 40 lawyers throughout California, they have won over $500 million in settlements. DTLA Law Group will get you compensation for your work injury. You don't pay unless they win. That's right. You pay zero up front. Call downtown. Text injury help to 40222. That's injury help to 40222. Visit them at calldowntown.com. Text charges may apply.
This weekend, Kohl's is giving away millions in Kohl's Cash in store. It's like you're getting free shopping money. At least that's what I tell my husband. Yep, you're just making smart financial decisions, one trendy sweater at a time. Plus, all month, enter our online sweepstakes at Kohl's.com for a chance to win $200 Kohl's Cash. Some exclusions apply while supplies last. Giveaway ends September 7th. Sweepstakes ends September 30th, 2025. No purchase necessary. 20 winners per day. Limit one prize per person for entire sweepstakes. See Kohl's.com for official rules and details.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-838-6767. That's 800-838-6767.
Hey, this is Greg Papa. Are you working through a major insurance claim? Sunpoint Public Adjusters can help. Sunpoint prepares, presents, and negotiates your claim with the insurance company, working only for you, making sure you get everything you're entitled to, not what just some adjuster working for an insurance company thinks you should get. Call Sunpoint today at 888-247-7865 or contact us at sunpoint.us. Sunpoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard in public adjusting.
License number 2N14884.
At Valley Strong Credit Union, we know that local businesses are the backbone of the Central Valley, investing in our neighborhoods, boosting the economy, making the Valley stronger. But when it comes to their finances, where can they turn? A big bank that just sees another number? That's not good enough. Valley businesses deserve Valley support for payroll, credit, cash flow, and everything in between. Valley Business is Valley Strong. Learn how our cash management services can support your business at valleystrong.com.
Carmichael Dave here for my friends at American Energy Heating and Air. Yes, I always tell you they are a family-owned operation, been in business since 81, A-plus Better Business Bureau, but it is hot. We are in those Sacramento hot months. I want to focus on them being your second opinion partner. What does that mean? Maybe you've got somebody you're working with or you've worked with in the past in the HVAC world. Guess what? They want to give you a second opinion. How much does it cost? Nothing. Nothing. You call them up and say, hey, can I get a second opinion on this deal? They come out and they either say, wow, that's a great deal, you should feel better about that, or they say, we can beat that price. And usually they're going to beat it by a lot. Guess what? You just saved money and it didn't cost you anything to find out. It's a no-lose situation. Go with a trusted company. American Energy, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. Jingle Singers, take it away.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
For over 90 years, Hagen Oaks has partnered with the biggest brands in golf to bring cutting-edge technology to your game. Our one-of-a-kind total game fitting offers a level of experience and precision that is unmatched. From driver to putter, footwear to golf balls, our TrackMan-powered performance studios, 3D footwear scanner, and Ping's Ballnamic ball fitting kiosk ensure every piece of your gear is tailored to your swing. Trust the experts at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Total game fitting starts here.
Safe or out? It's time to go around baseball. 3 pitches, 3 swings. It's safe or out on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Sam Amick joins us at 8 a.m., a special off-season edition of the Sam Show. Kelly Brothers at 7:28. In the meantime, we got some baseball pennant races to talk about on the opening. Is it right to say opening day of football?
It is, but it's weird. Every sport kind of does that now where it's one game or you honor the champs, or in NBA, there's 2 games opening night. Baseball sometimes has the one game.
Yeah.
It's like, it's weird. I mean, it is the start, but I feel like Sunday will. And I know there's a game tomorrow night, the Friday game in Brazil. But I feel like Sunday will feel like the true opening day, even though I obviously will be watching the game tonight. But.
Bonus safe or out, question 1. If you guys could choose, safe or out, opening day of NFL football should be a full slate on Sunday. Safe, right?
Yeah.
That's all TVs.
And then, make the game tonight. Just make that Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, they can still have their rings. It's a special night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then a Monday night game at 4 and a Monday night game at 7.
Yeah, I know they have 4 Monday night doubles this week. They don't.
Yeah, which they always.
I think you need to run for commish.
I think NFL doesn't know what they're doing.
Who is it? Rogers? Is it still Goodell?
Mr. Rogers.
He's still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Goddle.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry.
Jalen Waddle. Safe or out, question 1.
All 3 wildcard teams ahead of the Giants lost yesterday, and they're now 4 back with 22 to play.
4 back.
Safe or out? It's getting interesting.
Why do I feel like you're like Stewie in Family Guy when he does he tilts his head? Yeah, it's getting interesting. I'm still more angry than I'm interesting, but I am finding myself begrudgingly, as I say, by the way, I'm very proud of myself. While I was, Melissa and Mace were on their way home from practice yesterday, I had the ball game on. I was in the kitchen, and for the first time in my life, I made, by request, spaghetti carbonara.
Oh.
Which is an incredibly difficult dish to make.
They all make it seem like it's super easy.
So once you do it, it's easy, but here's the thing. It's spaghetti. It's whether it's bacon or pancetta, or you're supposed to make it with pig jowl, technically, but I couldn't find any pig jowl. So it's simplistic. Here's the problem. The sauce is egg yolks that you mix together with pecorino romano, grated pecorino romano. The trick is you have to have the pasta at the right temperature. If it's too hot and you don't temper the egg mixture, it will curdle and you'll have scrambled eggs in your pasta, which is weird, instead of a cream sauce. Nailed it, dude.
Nice.
Absolutely nailed it. I was so proud of myself. And it's really safe. Safe. And yes,
so you brought some in for Chris and I?
I would have, but my son ate it all. Yeah. My son, who the doctor said is probably not going to grow anymore, and he's 5'10", is eating like a freaking bulldozer.
Oh, yeah, he's a big boy.
A bulldozer eats, but
wow,
he's got some pretty big feet to be.
That's what I'm saying,
5'10".
dude. I don't buy it. I told him that. He is so depressed about it.
He got injured the other day.
He's
eating for recovery.
One of our listeners, by the way, tweeted me yesterday and said, hey, my son goes to the school they played. Your coaches and team were all pretty cool. Your goalie was actually helping stretch out a kid on our team that cramped up. They all had fun. Hope you're well. Also saw your son took one of the junk. We all winced. Hope he's walking well today. That was nice. Mason gets hit in the junk and half the city knows about it. That poor bastard.
The one guy that doesn't want anybody to know. Everybody
anything
knows.
Ever. And they all know. Safe, Jason.
Yeah, safe. It's more interesting for sure.
Yes.
I'm not all in on that yet. But
right.
It goes back to what we said, I don't know, a couple weeks ago at the A's had that horrific stretch. Well, imagine if the Giants didn't have that stretch about a month ago where they, lost something like 9 of 11. Yeah. And it's like, this would be a lot more interesting, but we'll see.
Could be the season that was.
Yeah, we'll see.
Robbie Ray got screwed yesterday, by the way. Missed a called strike 3. It was an obvious called strike 3. He ends up giving up, I think, 4 runs in the inning. They knock him out of the game, and then Melvin gets tossed.
That almost curdled your spaghetti.
It curdled my emotions. Yeah. Number 2, please.
Speaking of the Dodgers and Padres have lost a combined 6 in a row. Safer out. Someone is going back into the NL West title.
So I wrote that strangely. Okay. So I will read it how I thought it in my head. Speaking of, races, wild card races.
Oh,
the Dodgers and Padres have lost a combined 6 in a row. Safer out. Someone is going to back into the NL West title. Yeah, that was bad phrasing by me. I think it's safe, dude. Like the Dodgers, they're sputtering right now, and it's not necessarily new. Dodgers, look, screw the Dodgers and all, but they are just injuries. Screw the Dodgers, but injuries are getting to them. The Padres, though, dude, they're like the low rent Bills of the yesteryear. Like they have the team, they are always there, but then they just choke. Always. Like, bro, you want the NL West title? It's there for you. Grab it with both hands and wrestle it away. But they're not doing it. Like I said, they've lost 4 in a row. Dodgers have lost 2 in a row. Come on, man.
Yeah, come on.
Come on.
And I'm not really worried about either team, but that may be a fact if they keep playing like this, that both teams, someone's just going to gift wrapped it. But, look, I still think they're 2 of the better teams in the National League. And in the end, the Dodgers are probably still one of the favorites to win this whole thing. So even if they fall off and get in as a wild card, the Dodgers would still be dangerous. Padres too, though. I think when they're right, that's a really good team.
Padres are 2.5 games behind the Dodgers. It is September 4th. Mm-hmm. You ready?
Yeah.
I got a stone cold lock.
Okay.
The San Diego Padres will win the NL West.
Explain.
Well, number 1, I just want to be right.
Okay.
Number 2, they go at Colorado for their next 3.
Okay.
Then they come home. It's 3 against Cincinnati. Then they host Colorado for 4. Then they're at New York for 3. Home against Chicago, at the White Sox for 3. Milwaukee at home for 3, and Arizona at home for 3. Now, obviously, Milwaukee, the Mets, and maybe even Cincinnati, there's going to be challenges. But, dude.
Who did they just play, though, that they lost to?
They lost. They got swept by Baltimore at home. I know.
And 2 of 3 to Minnesota before that?
Yep. And 2 of 3 to Seattle before that.
Okay.
But that schedule, man.
Yeah, okay.
It's right there for them. Number 3, please.
Matt Chapman recently spoke about his struggles with Tourette syndrome. Safer out. The fact that he deals with that and is a world-class fielder is insane.
I think it is. I mean, I kind of spoiled this earlier talking about it, but I love Matt Chapman. I love him so much. I told you when we interviewed him with the A's, that's a guy I would love to see on the fact that he's now a Giant. He's this generation's Matt Williams in a sense, a guy I grew up with. I love him, and I love his attitude, and the fact that he's worked his way through that and overcome that. I don't know. I know it sounds super hokey. I'm like, just proud of him.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and I wonder, I mean, I don't know, and probably in the details of what he would say is what the obstacles were for him, because there's different levels of that, but still, regardless, it's impressive. I mean, it's really impressive.
Yesterday,
and to anybody to get to the major leagues, if everything's fully functioning properly or whatever, however you want to word it, but that's incredible.
Pablo Torre blew the doors off the Kawhi Leonard story yesterday with the Clippers. The Clippers have made a statement. We had an owner jump into the fray, and I want to talk about how this story is being covered by other outlets. We'll do that next.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
All right, and for his 19th season, we're so happy to have him back, Matt Barrows. Good morning, Matt.
Morning, guys. How are you? You guys were talking about brisket, however. I apologize for interrupting your brisket discussion.
That was me.
You can listen to the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on 1140 a.m. YouTube or the Sacktown Sports app.
All right, on this morning, let me tell you a little bit about Gonzalez Law. It's a law firm led by the name Gonzalez, Jonathan Gonzalez, and he has been very effective, really good at what he does, and he's right here in our community. He's been in the community, cares about the community, and cares about you, wants to help you for whatever areas of need you may be looking for. And there's a lot of reasons you may need representation, so keep this number in mind, 916-304-9187. That's the number to Gonzalez Law. Jonathan Gonzalez, you can also look it up at ZachLegalDefense.com, all the things that he can offer. But if you're thinking about maybe been in a car accident, a wrongful termination case, a criminal defense case, whatever the situation may need, but he is really specialized in expungements, something that may have happened in your past that's still following you around, that's keeping you from doing things that you'd like to do, that's still kind of on your record that you'd like to get cleared up. He can help with that. He has specialized in that, and he has helped many, many people get their rights back with an expungement. That's something you can do. That's something he does. Maybe you've never even thought of that. Who can help me? Well, here you go. I've got the name for you. It's Gonzalez Law. His name is Jonathan Gonzalez. ZachLegalDefense.com, or call the number at 916-304-9187.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here. Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at tmobile.com.
The deals are on now at the model year-end sales event at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Looking to own or lease? Save on year-end models and drive a brand new Accord or Civic. Visit us today at FolsomLakeHonda.com, your one-stop Honda shop.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too.
Folsom Lake Honda.
Go to FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop.
We just want to have enough money for retirement.
And travel to visit our grandchildren.
I understand. That's why at Fisher Investments, we start by getting to know each other so I can learn about your family, lifestyle, goals, and needs, allowing us to tailor your portfolio.
What about commission-based products?
We don't sell those. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in your best interest.
So how do your management fees work?
We have a simple management fee based on the value of your portfolio, so we do better when you do better.
We appreciate that kind of transparency.
We also check in with you regularly to keep you up to date on the markets and your portfolio.
What other services do you offer?
As a client, you have access to resources on investing, financial planning, estate planning, Social Security, Medicare, and more.
Wow, it sounds like Fisher Investments has everything we need.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Feel the
Shake at the Fall Regional Truck and Tractor Bowl, Saturday, September 13th at Stock and Dirt Track. Massive machines, raw horsepower, and dirt slinging action. Tickets start at just $15. Visit stockanddirttrack.com for tickets and info. Don't miss the action.
I'm Ken Korak with your Green and Gold Report, brought to you by Xfinity. Introducing the 5-year price guarantee. One internet price, 5 years guaranteed. Well, perhaps hidden in the attention given to rookies like Nick Kurtz and Jacob Wilson has been the play of outfielder Colby Thomas. Thomas, a third-round pick out of Mercer University, in his first 61 at-bats this year, 4 doubles, 4 home runs, and 13 RBIs.
Welcome to Dugout Radio, the undisputed home of Boomtown Baseball.
The Wi-Fi is booming with Xfinity, baby. Our next caller is
Stacy. How do you stay locked in on every pitch and play?
We stream it all live on Xfinity Internet with low lag, 99.99% network reliability, and speeds faster than a base runner beating the throw to home plate.
I stream on my TV, tablets, even my smart fridge.
Smart fridge?
With all those games, we gotta refuel.
Stream live baseball with Wi-Fi built for the biggest moments. Xfinity. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary, not guaranteed.
Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sacktown Sports.
By far, even with the NFL debuting its season today, the biggest talk in the sports world yesterday was Pablo Torre's explosive podcast, his first podcast for The Athletic. And we'll have his colleague and lead NBA reporter Sam Amick joining us at 8 a.m. to talk about this. Was a story about Kawhi Leonard, Steve Ballmer, the Clippers, and the endorsement or contract or whatever that was or was not.
The no-show job.
The no-show job. And it's funny because I was writing the show this morning, and I go to ESPN.com as part of the prep. Just look, see, did I miss something? I need some more on this. I need to see a stat, a standing, a whatever. And it hit me. I'm going to share my screen with the YouTubers here. I'm on the front page of ESPN.com right now, and the lead picture and headline is NFL Week 1 Buzz Notebook, including Cowboys ceiling and fantasy advice. Okay, so of course it's a Cowboys story, but fine, whatever.
Yeah, makes sense.
100%.
Yep,
totally get it. First story on the right: Eagles tried to trade for Parsons. Sources say, "Well, that's interesting." Yeah. In the division, I want to read about that. The Koch family is to buy a 10% stake in the Giants. I believe that's the New York Football Giants at a $10 billion valuation. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Angel Reese didn't mean to put down teammates. It's kind of a juicy story. She had
we're trailing a little bit here now.
Sources: Nets Thomas picks $6 million qualifying offer.
Okay, that was new overnight. Okay, or this morning.
Dominant Sinner, which by the way is a great band name. Yannick Sinner. Motor is it Yannick Sinner?
Yeah.
Okay. Motors back into U.S. Open semis, huh?
You're a tennis guy.
I am a tennis guy. FSU player was shot in back of the head. Father says that's a story from over. Yeah, hopefully he's going to be fine, but that's a terrible story. But all right. Jacoby Myers says Raiders' future unclear amid talks.
They were thinning out here.
And the final one: 49ers add $3 million in incentives to Jennings' deal. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Okay. Don't forget Greg Papa tomorrow. So I kind of scrolled down the front page. Well, maybe is there a long form article or video on that? No. Brian Schottenheimer carries the legacy of his dad. Here's the WNBA scoreboard. 3 stories on the WNBA. The Mizzou-Kansas rivalry. These games define it. You get my point.
Yeah.
I go to the NBA tab. The main picture and headline: Clark Kellogg makes Basketball Hall of Fame with same mentality he had as a player. I love Clark Kellogg. That's a great story. It's also not the biggest NBA story of the day. I have to go over, and this is almost more insulting. I'd almost rather them not have it at all. The first story on top headlines in the NBA subsection: report Clippers skirted cap with Kawhi payments. And then just to kind of whatever, and I get it. The Clippers and Steve Ballmer reportedly have been accused of circumventing the NBA salary cap by paying $28 million to Kawhi Leonard for a no-show job. Pablo Torre, a podcaster and former ESPN contributor, reported Wednesday the Clippers paid Leonard through a now bankrupt company owned by Ballmer. I understand your competitors, but as first reported by The Athletic, that's the industry standard. You don't want to gloss your competitor. A former ESPN contributor. Look, it's really easy and really popular to slam ESPN, and certainly there's reasons for it and all that. But this type of stuff, to me, and we've had this conversation with Sam on the air before. It's why, with all the stupid channels out there that are dumb, The Athletic really does. They need their own channel. I think. Look, you're not going to get the properties that ESPN has right now, and Disney and ABC, which are all the same company. But I think that people underestimate. By people, I mean the suits. Maybe I'm wrong, man. I really think they underestimate. I think Pablo Torre's story yesterday is a great example. They underestimate this thirst the public has for really good, deep dive, conversational, non-sensational, let the story be sensational, not the personality types of stories. I just... ESPN is all Stephen A. and Cowboys and Lakers and LeBron's legacy, whatever. That's fine. I would really love, and I think Pablo Torre might be doing something that's bigger than even he thinks it is. He might be reminding the executives that, you know what, there are some intelligent people out there that are also sports fans that honestly want to learn things and want to have these conversations, and there is room for it because ESPN sure as hell doesn't care.
Right.
And on top of that, I think the even more concerning issue there, which ESPN already has with their recent 10% purchase of NFL media, or NFL's recent purchase of ESPN, excuse me. I promise you this was a premeditated thing on ESPN's part so that they can go back and they can say to their NBA partners, guys, we have to cover the story, but we're doing everything we can to not sensationalize it.
Right.
And that's CYA. And that's a money move. And that's not serving the public, Jason.
Right. No, and then it's like, what's the agenda here? Then you start to get angles to the stories that, you know, are influenced by money or business or whatever. So, yeah, to me, it's like, let's unearth this. What is all of this? Is this a huge thing, which seems like it has potential to be?
Yeah.
Or is it truly much ado about nothing? And I don't think it's that, but it's, you know, and then the league issuing a statement, the Clippers issuing a statement. It's like, okay, what are we doing here?
There's guys like, and I don't mean this as an insult to Shams Charania whatsoever, but I would think he hates this story.
Mm-hmm.
Because you've got to protect those relationships. The people that bread your butter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I don't like it. I don't think it serves the public. Here's the statement from the Clippers. Neither the Clippers nor Steve Ballmer circumvented the salary cap. The notion that Steve invested in aspiration in order to funnel money to Kawhi Leonard is absurd. Steve invested because Aspiration's co-founders presented themselves as committed to doing right by their customers. After a long campaign of market manipulation, which defrauded not only Steve, but numerous other investors and sports teams, Aspiration filed for bankruptcy. Neither Steve nor the Clippers had knowledge of any improper activity by Aspiration or its co-founder until after the government initiated its investigation. There is nothing unusual or untoward about team sponsors doing endorsement deals with players on the same team. Neither Steve nor the Clippers had any oversight of Kawhi's independent endorsement agreement with Aspiration. To say otherwise is flat out wrong. Clippers take NBA compliance extremely seriously. We'll talk about this more later, Jason, but I think the key here, what I took away is neither Steve nor the Clippers had any oversight of Kawhi's independent endorsement agreement with Aspiration. That's the bus that just rolled over you, Kawhi.
Exactly. How's that feel?
How's that feel? Gonna be fun talking with Uncle Dennis, Kawhi, and the Clippers. We'll take a break. When we come back, 3 for Madness. It is opening day. The dog days of sports summer are almost gone, and we've got a new format for the NBA All-Star Game. We'll get to that next.
The only place you'll find Keegan Murray is Sacktown Sports.
Out to Keegan Murray, straight away for 3, and Keegan knocks down the triple.
Hey, Sacramento, it's Keegan Murray, and you're listening to the home of Sacramento Kings, Sacktown Sports.
Your local sports leader.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. It's Country in the Park 2, Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Low Cash, Vincent Mason, and Avriana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo with RVs of Sacramento and the Smud Museum of Science and Curiosity. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
Just announced, Stockton Honda has been named #1 of California's best car dealers in 2025 by USA Today and Statista. This prestigious award is based on thousands of customer reviews and recommendations, ranking dealerships for service, value, and satisfaction. Out of hundreds evaluated, Stockton Honda is proud to be #1, recognized for all-around excellence and commitment to our customers. Visit Stockton Honda, where reputation meets the road.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Labor Day, our annual celebration of workers and their achievements, was first observed in New York, and the first Monday in September became a national holiday in 1894. Hi, this is Frank LaRosa with a word about Naturewood Home Furnishings. Each year we commemorate Labor Day with parades, picnics, and family gatherings. And right now, Naturewood Home Furnishings is celebrating with their exceptional whole store Labor Day sale. Would you like to refresh your living room, Would you like to restyle your bedroom? Maybe you want to redesign your home office. No matter whether it's your dining room, kids' rooms, accents, or accessories, Naturewood's unique store-wide Labor Day sale offers savings in every department and savings on every brand like Stanton, Omnia, Stickley, Flex Steel, and all the rest of the award-winning furniture. When it comes right down to it, it's all about choices and always about quality. Visit Naturewood Home Furnishings right now for this remarkable Labor Day sale. Off Highway 50 at Hazel, look for the Water Wheel.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
Top 100 teacher and PGA Master Professional Kelly Stenzel offers some short game rules in Golf Magazine. 1. Stay still while putting. 2. Lean into chips with weight slightly forward during the shot. 3. For less distance, use a shorter swing and narrower stance. 4. Hit the ground to get true launch. Make a divot to get the ball in the air. 5. To hit a great bunker shot, dig your feet into the sand. 6. Swing length controls natural speed. Swing and stroke should be relatively equal back and through in size and rhythm. 7. Pivot for pitches so the clubhead glides underneath the ball, launching it high with spin. 8. Write it down. Calibrate your short game and put it on paper. Having some basic guidelines and a plan for your short game can make a huge difference without having to always rely on feel. Look for the full story at golf.com. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sacktown Sports 1140. 3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
Kelly Brothers coming up in about 27 minutes.
Good at business.
Bottom of the hour, they say. In the meantime, 3 for Madness. Question 1.
It's NFL opening day.
Yeah, it is.
Sort of.
Kind of.
What do you have planned for tonight?
Well, oh, God, I forgot what time this question was coming because I had my answer prepared, but also we're in the red zone.
Oh, commercials?
No, I think my wife's in the car right now. Hey, Melissa.
Is she not prepared for this answer?
No, just turn the radio down.
Oh, that's going to happen.
I'm sure she will.
Hi, Melissa.
Hi, Mel. It's her day to cook. I think in honor of the NFL, I'm going to attempt to make an interception.
Wait, why would she want her to know?
Why wouldn't I want her to know?
Yeah.
Well, Chris, in a normal marriage and household, your logic is sound. Wait, you mean I go to work and then I'm going to coach and then I'm going to go pick up Mason from his game and instead of me having to come home and cook, you're going to cook for me? That's on my day that's great. That is perfectly logical. That's not how my house works. Hey, I was thinking, I know it's your day to cook. NFL is opening up. I thought I'd do something. Oh, really? Oh, so what? I can't. You don't want what I was going to make?
What if you make what she was going to make? Or is that even worse?
I don't want to make what she's on this run right now where she's testing out all these vegan and vegetarian things, right? And she had a really bad experience with the meatloaf the night before last. She makes a great meatloaf, but she decided to add a can of corn or something to it. It ended up being a meat pile. It wasn't loaf.
I don't think you're supposed to have meat in a vegan recipe.
Well, that wasn't obviously an attempt. I want to do the cooking tonight. Nothing crazy. We'll save that for Sunday. But Mason and I are already writing up. We spent the time on the drive back from a soccer game 2 days ago, watching videos and figuring out what we were going to do Sunday, dips and stuff like that.
Where's the food, dude?
He wants to do little mini pigs in a blanket. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aren't they mini to begin with?
Well, like
mini
not
pigs.
the big. Yeah, that's a good point.
So what do you want to do tonight then?
I think I'm just going to do something I'm going to do something easy. I'm going to do but it's got to be on the barbecue. Has to be on the barbecue. So I don't know, ribs, maybe some chicken thighs, something grilled. It's football, man.
What's the accoutrement?
If I do, well, actually, probably for both, I'll do a soy marinade. So I'll probably do rice and then a veggie, maybe a steamed broccoli.
Okay,
something like that.
Sounds healthy.
Sounds pretty healthy. Sounds good. It's a very delicate thing where I want to do the cooking, but also I have to present it in a way. I'm going to have to present it in a way where it's like, hey, you know what I was thinking? I'm going to be home. I got time. Why don't I know it's your night. Why don't I just do dinner tonight? And hope that just
is it a high ratio of when that is offered, it's not accepted well?
I generally don't offer it anymore for that very reason.
Well, it sounds like she has a very busy day.
She does. And if it was up to me, I do 95% of it. I love to cook.
Jason, we're also getting one side of the story.
It's true.
What are you referring to, Chris?
Dave saying like, oh, she hates it when I do this, but we don't know the manner in which he says it.
Well, it's not. Yeah. Can I tell you what I don't do? I'm not like, hey, cooking sucks. Let me take over. I'm obviously going in with a helmet and pads on.
What if she has this same feeling about your cooking?
She doesn't. My cooking is awesome. She doesn't. I make great food.
I'm not even saying you're saying her cooking. You just want, because it's more because football's tonight that you want to do it. It's not.
Yes. I don't want. She's doing a lot of experimenting lately, and
Okay.
I don't want to experiment. You can't experiment on football night, dude. We may end up coming to a compromise because one of her specialties 100% is nachos.
Ooh.
She makes phenomenal nachos.
Okay.
Layered.
Well, that sounds like a perfect way to start the day while you're barbecuing.
What, with nachos?
Mm-hmm.
No. As the main course.
Oh, the nachos.
No,
is the
it's
meal.
a full plate of
that sounds
triple
pretty good.
layered.
What if she says, I'm going to make that tonight?
Well, then it's a moot point.
Oh. Is it confirmed what she's making? Or you don't even know what she would want to make?
Let's just handle this. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. This might actually, maybe it goes well. Maybe I don't even know what her schedule is tonight. By the way. Set the screen. We'll see. But yeah, I think
There's no way she's answering.
You don't think so?
No.
She's up.
Yeah, but it says.
Oh yeah, that's true. I wish we had a caller ID where it would show.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
I wish we had a caller.
That's different.
That is. That's kind of different.
Who is that?
Where is she right now? Let's see if this works. Just want to get
Go ahead to voicemail.
I just don't want to deal with this in my head.
Maybe she's not answering on purpose.
Maybe she's listening, and she's just like, "I'm not dealing with this." She might be. Well, no. Well, I think she's in the shower. She might.
Call has been forwarded.
Who is that?
I don't know, but you got some explaining to do. All right. What do you have planned for tonight?
Just watch this.
Far less complicated.
Far less complicated. We probably we still have leftovers too.
Ooh, anything specific?
It's from the brisket still.
Oh
yeah.
Chop it up, put some barbecue sauce in there, little RBQs at home.
There you go. Still, I made a big thing of baked beans with it. That's still there. Yeah.
Stinky.
Has it been stinky?
Oh, well.
Maybe day 3 is. Yeah, we're loaded. We're ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question 2, please.
Question 2.
It's safe to say the dog days of sports summer are coming to an end. How would you rate the offseason?
So is it off-season football or is it off-season? Like, I count the off-season as Kings final game. So Kings get blown out at home to Dallas to today. That for me that's what I consider the offseason. I know everyone has a different whatever.
Well, if that's what we're doing,
yeah.
I mean, you had a GM change.
Yeah, a GM change.
A coach change.
Well,
draft.
Yep.
I mean, a coach.
I gotcha. OKC won the title.
The draft. I'm just thinking Kings draft.
Yeah.
Not a major free agent splash.
No,
I mean,
Dennis Schroeder, fine.
A few other things.
Oh, did you hear what he was dealing with over there? Did you see that story?
No.
They were doing racist stuff to him.
Oh, no, sorry. Yeah,
God,
yeah.
It sucks. We didn't talk about it. Baseball.
It's a non-Olympic summer.
Yeah.
It's fine. We're through it. I'm glad it's passed. It's gone.
I'm so glad, dude.
And now it's
breaking news. Hold on.
Okay.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey, we're on the air.
Okay.
By the way, your voicemail is some dude that's like a robot. Is that how it's always been? You don't have like a voice on your voicemail, do you?
No.
Okay. Hey, we were talking about this in one of our questions. Is it it's my night to cook, right?
What?
Is it my night to cook?
I don't know why.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just thinking about dinner, but I know I cooked last night, so you want me to do dinner tonight? I know you have a busy day.
Why are you calling me on the air?
We were talking about because the NFL is opening up their season tonight, and we were talking about what we're making for dinner. And I said, I started to say what I was going to make for dinner, and then I thought, it might be your night to cook.
No, you can make dinner if you want.
Okay, you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. Well, I know you're busy, so.
Okay.
All right. Well, have a great day.
Hey, you too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Set the screen. Well, it's so much easier than I thought it was. What? You give me a look. What?
Chris, did you think that went well?
Dude, I'm telling you, for the time of morning,
I would say she didn't sound any more annoyed than she sounds at days.
She has RBV. She does. She's had RBV forever and RBF. You have to take that into account.
I'm not.
Yeah.
You're not getting a call later?
I'm guessing a text.
I'm getting I think I will probably get hey, what was that about?
Yeah.
Also,
I've been chewed out before.
Let me just say this. If today's podcast and YouTube doesn't show up on that would be fine.
Yeah.
Crap, she's going to go back and listen, isn't she?
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's all good.
No, she'll hear then it'll be a thing. That went about
Hopefully Alan doesn't talk about it.
Tease it for Alan.
Then she'll know.
That went as well as it could have.
Good.
I feel good.
Success.
Yeah. Feel good. Because she is a good cook.
Yeah.
I do enjoy her cooking.
Good.
Question 3.
Question 3.
The NBA has proposed a U.S. versus the world format.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, and can it work?
Well, I like this idea in part because we've talked at length about this idea and how that you have to find incentive. And unless you're going to make the money go crazy, people say, well, draft picks, or they don't care about that. The best incentive when it comes to professional athletes other than money is ego, whether it's whatever it may be. There's a reason why the Olympics are the Olympics. There's a reason why when countries play countries, it's a thing. So this is USA versus the world. The question I have is, are they going to be able to get the selection and what are the schematics of the whole thing? So it will be 2 USA teams and 1 world team. That's going to be 3 8-player teams, 24 players total. The 2 USA teams and the 1 world squad will play each other round robin in 12-minute quarter games. Wait, so that's 48 minutes, right?
No.
12-minute quarter.
Yeah, that's a regular game.
So that's a regular game, right? 48 minutes with 8 players. Okay. I mean, that's not a lot of subs going on there, but whatever, 8-man rotation. That's fine. They can live with that. Hey, this year's All-Star game will be in LA at the Intuit Dome, home of the Clippers. That's kind of cool. That's all we have so far. 70% of the players in the league are American, blah, 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 blah. So I guess the first question is, and the only thing I really worry about is this. Okay,
Is it 36 minutes? That's been noodling around in my head.
Well, a regulation NBA game is 48 minutes.
Right.
If it's 12-minute quarters, that's 12, 24, 36, 48.
You know that the NBA has 12-minute quarters, right? To begin with.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
So why are you adding them up?
No, because you said 36 minutes
of game time. Team 1 plays team 2. Team 1 also will play team 3, and team 2 will play team 3.
Right.
That's 3 games. Am I missing something?
No, they play 3 games, but each game is 48 minutes.
No. Each match is 12 minutes.
Really?
Oh, yeah. They're not playing 3 48-minute games.
That's why I was tripping.
No.
That's why.
Total time is 36. It's like they did this last year, a version of it, and there would be 12-minute games.
Really?
Yeah.
With like what, 6 minutes per half?
I don't even think they'll have a half.
They're just running 12 minutes.
So the last year, I think they were close. I think it was the concept wasn't bad. What did they have? Like the young guys, the veterans. They had another team, and I think they had an international team. So I think they had 4, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, you know why I got confused? Okay, because it says the 2 USA teams and 1 world squad will play each other in 12-minute quarter games.
Yeah.
It's 12-minute
games.
Quarter games.
Yeah.
It's a quarter game.
Yeah.
I read that as it's the quarters will be 12 minutes.
Gotcha.
Okay, I'm caught up now.
Yeah.
Shows you how much I watched the All-Star game last year.
Well, and I think the problem with last year's All-Star game ended up being the delays. Remember, they were honoring TNT. There was, 10 minutes off maybe between games, and it's like a regular game. If you go quarter to quarter, you might need 2 minutes to get the next team up and going, but one of the teams will have just played. So like they're warmed up. Let's get the other team a little bit warmed up and go. And the delay to me was the issue. Because overall, the biggest problem with the All-Star game, I think, for the majority is the game. They don't seem like it's a normal game. They don't seem like they're competing.
Right.
So that's what they're trying to get to, is the teams competing. Now, if this does it, then that's good. That'll work. But I mean, they're trying. I'll give them that. But it's also, to me, I'm fine with it being, it's an exhibition for the league. Like, it doesn't need to be.
Why has it worked for so long, and then in the last 5-10 years it's stopped working?
Yeah. Well, they've stopped competing at the same level, but still, like, are you also cool with lobs from half court and windmill dunks and Steph shooting from half? Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not expecting it to be the NBA Finals.
Then I go to, okay, what are the teams going to look like, though? And mainly the Euro team. But it's not USA versus Europe. It's USA versus the world. I think that's important because the reigning MVP is Canadian. So I'm assuming he goes on the world team. So the top 3 scorers in the league last year were Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Nikola Jokic. So I think it's safe to say that's your point guard, that's your center, and that's your power forward almost certainly next season. Looking at other players that would qualify. Isn't Franz Wagner from somewhere? Germany, I think. Hold on, let me look.
Yeah, I believe so.
I mean, I know he went to Michigan, but I think he's technically German. I'm missing here. I'm just kind of scrolling down, and I know there's going to be like ones that you don't really know. I don't know. Where does Domantas Sabonis factor in? Is he Lithuanian?
Yeah.
Or is he? Okay.
I would think he'd be world team.
He plays for the okay. Okay. It's just my wife asking to pick up Mason after school. Yes, of course I can. Alperen Şengün. So right now all of a sudden it's like, okay, you have that might actually spell bad news for Sabonis, for example, because is the world team going to carry 3 centers? Şengün, Jokic, Sabonis?
You're forgetting a much better one.
Embiid?
Much taller.
Oh, God. Yeah, you're right. Wow.
Embiid played for Team USA for whatever that's
right. Wemby. Oh,
but I think it can't be. I don't think you can select the team. I think the all-stars are all-stars, and then they're paired that way.
But what if there aren't 8? Well, what if the 8 Euros are like 5 of them are centers? Or not 5, but if it's Sabonis, Jokic, Wemby, that's 3 of your 8 roster spots.
Can you look at last year's roster teams? Because I can't remember the way they separated, but there's a couple that you're like, did they fit in that group? Because I remember they had like the OGs, the young or they had one of the squads from the rookie game, the Rising Stars game.
All right. So this is for 2024?
Yeah.
Eastern Conference All-Stars.
No, they were like Kenny. Remember there was, but do they have the separation?
They don't. They just have the Eastern and Western. So you're looking for the actual. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's all too confusing. Well, I guess if you base it on last year, Doncic. I forgot about Luka. Doncic, Jokic,
Good business.
Shea. Well, that's really it there. No, it's not. Giannis. Is Ben Caro? I mean, I went to Duke. I mean, where I'm trying to go here is who's going to win. Like, isn't the world going to win? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Victor Wembanyama, Luka Doncic, thin Luka Doncic. Oh yeah, he's a big boy. Like, I feel like they're going to win. That's a real. I mean, you're talking about three of your 8 roster spots are going to the top 3 scorers in the league. And I know it's not just about scoring, but my goodness.
Yeah, I'm looking. I found, okay, here's Shaq's OG team last year. Was LeBron, Steph, Damian Lillard, Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Jason Tatum, James Harden, Jaylen Brown, and Kyrie Irving.
So you had, am I correct there? You had one center, but technically a power forward in Anthony Davis?
Yeah.
There wasn't another big man. Okay.
Right.
By the way, Chris Guerrero is having a spaz on the chat line as usual, screaming about how Sabonis was born. We know where Sabonis was born. We know where he went to college. He also plays for Lithuania, stupid. That's the point. Calm down. Who's next? Or I'm sorry, I thought you were.
I'm trying to find the rest.
Yeah.
Okay. Chuck's global star. So this would be like the, I guess, international team.
Okay.
SGA, Jokic, Donovan Mitchell, Alperen Şengün, Pascal Siakam, Karl Anthony Towns, Victor Wembanyama, and Trae Young.
Yeah, dude, that, and then if you add in the other world, the ones we forgot, because Shai Gilgeous wasn't on that, right?
No, he was on.
Oh, he was? Was Luka?
No, but he, I think, was hurt.
And then Jokic, Giannis.
Yeah.
Were they both on there?
No.
Sorry. Okay.
Jokic was, but not Giannis.
Not Giannis. I mean, that's such a.
Was Giannis out during the All-Star game?
Such a good team.
And then Kenny's young stars,
okay.
Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham, Anthony Edwards, Darius Garland, Tyler Hero, Jaren Jackson Jr., Evan Mobley, and Jalen Williams.
Okay, no Euros there.
And then the fourth team was Candace's Rising Stars, and that was the Rising Stars champion. So they got in that.
Right, okay.
Which to me, I thought,
yeah.
Okay, that's fine, but why am I watching an All-Star game with those guys in when a guy like Sabonis could be at the All-Star game and we're watching someone that just because they're a rookie or second year is playing?
Well, none of the spots go away. I mean, 24 spots, which I believe stays exactly the same.
But then separating will be, but you could have, if you have, 9 or 10 international players, then 1 or 2 of them is going to be on an American team.
I heard a conversation yesterday that was spreading that said, one of the ways they could try to make it more interesting too, especially since the NBA is trying to take advantage of the increase in WNBA play, is to have mixed teams. In other words, integrate some, and like they did with Sabrina Ionescu and Steph Curry, but to mix in WNBA players with some of the All-Stars and have them play competitively. I thought about that for a second. I understand the logic of that. I'm not trying to make anybody angry. I think that'd be embarrassing for the WNBA. I don't think they'd put the women in that spot.
I also, me personally, I don't think it's more interesting.
I think there's something to the whole battle of the sexes thing, but that's, that gets people going, whatever. But that's not a bad, if you'd have to have WNBA players on all the teams. And I if everyone's playing hard, it's going to absolutely be embarrassing for the WNBA players.
And I would say most people say the best All-Star game is either baseball or hockey.
Yes.
Right? So part of the charm, let's just say baseball, which isn't the biggest sport anymore.
Sure.
Is to see Shohei Ohtani or Paul Skeens this year start the game, and he's pitching against Aaron Judge at some point. Or Tarek Skubal against Shohei Ohtani. That's the best, some of the best against the best.
Compelling.
So when you've got the best NBA players, it's how do you get them to compete?
That's right.
It. There's times in the All-Star game I want to say this was 2 years ago, and it was maybe two sequences in a row. So it's really small moment of the All-Star game, but it was Jaylen Brown going against Jason Tatum, and everybody spread out.
Yeah.
And like you could tell it wasn't like, hey, no, it was like, I'm playing defense. Let's go. What you got? And it was like, okay, that's interesting to me. They don't play each other, but it's like, I'm your teammate. I'm not going to hurt you. We have a bigger goal as Celtics.
Sure.
But I'm going to try to score on you. And then the other end, everybody cleared out. And then Brown tried to score on Tatum. It's like, all right, that's pretty cool.
That's kind of fun.
Or I think we've seen like, was it Wembanyama last year was competing fiercely. So like he's trying, like that's the younger blood, and as opposed to like
he hasn't made enough money yet.
Here's LeBron and others, like, and that's fine, but it's like, what do you want it to be? And if you want it to be competing, I don't know I don't know that separating this does it, but they're trying.
Here's the thing: and we got a break for this to work, and I think it can. They need to revive that whole. Well, the NBA champion isn't the world champion conversation again, because I'm telling you right now, if the world team beats the U.S. team, that's going to be a thing. That is the best possible outcome for the NBA. Yeah. If the world team beats the NBA team, now all of a sudden that conversation, even though it's stupid because it's the whole world, but that conversation is going to explode.
And especially if they're like, we're going to win, like they're talking about it, then all of a sudden everybody on Team USA
now
like,
you got egos involved.
We're playing.
That's right. Yeah. We'll take a break when we come back. Kelly Brothers, he's good at business. Sports business time next.
The Alan Styles Show.
The Athletics taking on Minnesota. All I know is that the state fair in Minnesota was so big. All I know is I saw fried butter. Has anybody ever had fried butter?
You've had fried Oreos and Twinkies. That's crazy.
Different. No, that's not different. And it was a Snickers.
That's still crazier than just butter.
No, it's not.
You can listen to the Alan Styles Show Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on 1140 a.m., YouTube, and the Sacktown Sports app.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
Big year. I'm starting middle school.
Welcome to the jungle, Missy.
Best part? My parents promised me a new laptop.
Perfect for homework, essays, and drudgery.
So we went to Staples. They had all the latest tech, and laptops were up to 40% off.
Woo! Another back-to-school budget saved by Staples Easy Button.
Mom high-fived the cashier. So embarrassing.
Staples.
That was easy.
In-store, online, and on the app. Ins 9/13. Select models only.
Bring the whole family to Sutter Health Park for Sacramento River Cats baseball. It's more than a game. It's an experience your kids will never forget. Enjoy exciting action on the field, delicious ballpark food, and fun activities for all ages. From meeting Dinger the mascot to running the bases every Sunday, there is something for everyone. Create lasting memories with your family this season. Get your tickets at rivercats.com.
Keeping your engines healthy means protecting them in season and out. Experts trust Stable to do that. And third-party testing confirms it. Stable is the industry leader in preventing fuel-related issues, no matter if you use it in your car, boat, or outdoor power equipment. In season or out, at every fill-up or when you store, start with Stable.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-275-1728. That's 800-275-1728.
The deals are on now at the model year-end sales event at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Looking to own or lease? Save on year-end models and drive a brand new Accord or Civic. Visit us today at FolsomLakeHonda.com, your one-stop Honda shop.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our number one priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too.
Go to FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop.
Joining us now on Sports Sense, certified financial planner Kelly Brothers. Kelly is an advisor with Cap Trust, one of the nation's largest registered investment advisors. Cap Trust has among its clients numerous pro athletes and pro sports franchises, but most importantly serves many Northern Californians through comprehensive financial planning. Here's Kelly Brothers.
All right, it is that time on the morning of NFL football kicking off, at least once, one game. Kelly Brothers joins us to talk about the world of sports business. Good morning, Kelly.
Good morning, David Jason.
Good morning.
You know, years ago, I would have said to you, well, look, if you're going to lose in the beginning of the year so you can make it back through the rankings by the end of the year. But it's funny, I was thinking about you and the loss to Miami, and I'm on your side for this one. I hate Miami. I was rooting for the Fighting Irish. And I was thinking about you, and I was going, it's just not as bad as it used to be.
Right.
You won. Notre Dame can 1,000% being 0-1 control their own destiny for national championship. If they were to win out the rest of the year, they are for a fact winning the national championship. And that's just not something we could have said 5-10 years ago.
Correct, but they also have put themselves in position where I think their next game against Texas A&M, the only ranked opponent currently left on their schedule, is a must-win game. And so the margin of error has shrunk considerably, but it does not kill them. But I think it also goes to show, the last 3 years, Notre Dame's starting quarterback at the beginning of the year had 2 full seasons of games, starting games under their belts, whether it was Riley Leonard, Sam Hartman, Ian Book, going back the last few years. So I don't care what you do in practice. It's going to take a new kid who's never started a game a little while to get going. And by the end of the game, CJ Carr kind of looked like he knew what he was doing. So we'll see.
Well, it was a great weekend, Kelly, for games. What do we see ratings-wise reflecting that for college football?
Record ratings. I think the most surprising rating was that Texas OSU. I mean, a great game, but 9 a.m. on the West Coast. A big noon kickoff. I mean, the highest ratings ever for an opening weekend game, ever. Wow. And which to have that for a 9 a.m. game on the West Coast is pretty impressive. Of course, you also had the highest ratings ever for game day, Lee Corso's final game day, 3.5 million viewers for that show. What a weird deal that is, where they're sitting there and they're not even carrying the game. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you noticed, but Fox pushed off the start of the game because they didn't want to have to telecast the whole Lee Corso love fest, which happened beforehand. But no, I mean, a great start for college football. And of course, people are hungry for it. And of course, it's really the only weekend where it's not going to go up against the NFL too.
Hey, I'm not trying to be a wise guy here, but I just for some reason I'm going down this rabbit hole now while we're doing our interview. Sorry, Kelly, with Notre Dame quarterbacks, because I started thinking about Rick Meyer and man, boy, did that miss. I thought he was a sure thing, and then before Rick Meyer, it was Ron Powlus. And then it was Brady Quinn. And so I'm going through and I was like, God.
Well, the biggest, not bust. He wasn't a bust. But Jimmy Clausen.
Jimmy Clausen, yes.
Dino Cook came out on ESPN and said he's going to win 2 Heisman Trophy. And he never came close.
I've always bagged on Ohio State because up until, you got Justin Fields and well, I don't count Joe Burrow because he transferred, but I always bag on them for their lack of and by the way, Florida State's in a very similar position. I'm calling balls and strikes here, but for a second, I thought the last Pro Bowl quarterback to come out of Notre Dame. You want to take a guess as to the last Pro Bowl quarterback to come out of Notre Dame?
Steve Berline.
That is exactly right. 1999, Steve Berline made the Pro Bowl. And before that, a guy named Joseph Montana.
Never heard of him.
Never. I think he was okay.
Yeah.
Well, guys, here's the other thing I was wondering about. I mean, Kirk Herbstreit is really good. I think he's miscast in the pro game. I think he is. I don't think he's as good in the pro game as he is.
I agree.
In the college game. But if you look at his Q score, two huge additions to his Q score have been his dogs.
Yep.
And Lee Corso.
Yeah.
And I say Lee Corso because of the way Kirk Herbstreit has treated Lee Corso. He protected him. He felt like the grandson who was taking care of grandpa there, which was fantastic. But I find that interesting that it's not necessarily there's so much added into the likability of Kirk Herbstreit that goes beyond Kirk Herbstreit. So.
And look, Lee Corso, or as I like to refer to him as Florida State's Lee Corso, is goes right up there with Keith Jackson and so many other college legends. I say this, I cannot verbally demonstrate how much love and respect and admiration I have for Lee Corso, almost like a family member. Yeah. I will say this as delicately as I can say. It was time. Yeah. It was time for him. But the fact that he was able to sweep his final round of picks, including Florida State upsetting Alabama, that's a storybook thing.
That was that he went out on a high point, no doubt about it. They're gonna have Pat McAfee's good. He's no Lee Corso.
No, nobody is.
Yeah, and the schedule was such a benefit. All those top 25 games, so it'd be interesting to see ratings for week 2. Kelly, another story that Dave and I were discussing yesterday when it came out, and a little bit more this morning, is everything going on with the Clippers and Kawhi Leonard and that saga. That has potential to be, if it gets fully unearthed and a lot of it becomes materialized, that could be a big mess.
I think you're going to see the league make a huge example of the Clippers if this turns out to be true. And I don't know. I think it is true, but we'll see. But I mean, did you guys go through the whole Joe Smith scenario?
Yep.
I mean, they lost 5 first-round picks.
Yep.
Over that. And so if they have to nip this in the bud, you cannot just have these billionaire owners just saying, hey, I'm just going to create a fake company and pay you to be the endorser of a fake company. I mean, that would just make a mockery of the salary structure they want to have for competitive reasons. So I think Adam Silver is going to have to actually crack the whip and come down hard on Mr. Ballmer.
So first off, I 100% agree with every syllable you just said. Here's my worry, Kelly. We were talking earlier, ESPN.com. You have to go to the NBA sub pages to find any mention of the Kawhi Leonard story, and they give attribution to Pablo Torre, not as a member of the Athletic. This was his first podcast for them, but as an ex-ESPN contributor. There's so much money and backroom politics, and the fact that people forget Adam Silver literally works for the NBA owners. Steve Ballmer is the richest owner in the NBA. My worry is, look, if it's true, they got to do something, and they will. But there's also going to be other owners that are saying, Ballmer knows that they're doing some of the same crap too. The other interesting thing with this, when you go back through the Joe Smith thing, one of those things was that his contract was voided. I think the Clippers would love for Kawhi Leonard's contract to be voided at this point. They don't have their next 3 first-round picks. So on top of both of those things, and $4 million is, that's like Jason pulling a quarter out of his pocket to Steve Ballmer. So I think they're going to have to get creative with their punishment here. And I think part of that, the one thing that I think will hurt Steve Ballmer more than anything, is if they bar him from the arena for a year. That's going to be what kills him.
Oh, God, and especially since it's an arena that he built with $2 billion of his money.
Yep.
He is the first among equals when it comes to owners, especially with Mark Cuban having sold off now. There's no doubt about it. But to me, that's more reason why Adam Silver has to lock him in a room and say, how the hell do you put me in this situation?
By the way, Jason Kelly brings up a good point we didn't even talk about. Ballmer did build that arena.
Yes.
And you know what? That pissed off a lot of owners.
Yeah.
I pissed off a lot of owners. And there was a big thing.
Yeah.
That was not, it's not a reported story really, but there were some rumors that at some of those ownership meetings, there was a lot of blowback because, well, if Steve Ballmer can do it, well, why can't he do it or he do it
in every other city?
In every other city that wants that government handout, and Ballmer kind of screwed him. So, we'll see.
And I mean, he not only built the Intuit Dome, remember, he had to buy the Forum at an inflated price.
Yep.
Because James Dolan owned the Forum.
Yep.
And he was pissed that he was going to build the Intuit Dome a block away. So it was, he has more money than God, but that's why the NBA is going to have to do something, or else it's going to make a mockery of their whole system. So, hey,
go ahead, Kelly.
I was just going to mention the NFL valuations are out today too. CNBC does this every year. They do a pretty good job. And bottom line is this: NFL franchises, no surprise, the most valuable in sports. The median price is about $7.65 billion per team. Cowboys coming in number one. I think I maybe last week said, boy, the Cowboys show on Netflix is pretty good. And that is, and I don't like the Cowboys, but it was a good show. Rams number two. And then you have the Raiders number 4 at $9.3 billion. So as mad as Oakland was that they left, financially, that was a good move for the Raiders to move to Vegas. And the Niners come in at number 8 at $8.6 billion. So, I was going to look too, because, obviously the Spanos family, of course, the Chargers don't have their own stadium. Right. They're leasing SoFi, but they're worth $6.5 billion. So they're on the lower end of the spectrum, even though they're LA. So
which you got to believe, Kelly, if the and we will never know, but if the Raiders were still in Oakland, they would have been in the bottom third, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Well, it all depends on. They never would have stayed in Oakland to stay in the Coliseum. So what would their new stadium situation have been? Would the team have controlled or owned the stadium? That's what plays into this. So
John Fisher's rubbing his hands together, going, "Hey, you moved from Oakland to Vegas, you make a lot of money." So
we'll see.
All right.
Kelly, have a great weekend. Hopefully your Irish do a little bit better. Appreciate it.
Well, they're off this week.
They will lose. They're not going to lose. Guaranteed.
Thanks, guys. Kelly. Good to see you.
All right, you too. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. That's Kelly Brothers. We'll take a break. When we come back, the Red Zone will have commercials, and a very prominent personality says, people don't care. It's not a big deal. Not so fast. We'll talk about it next.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sacktown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sacktown Sports app.
Need cash fast? Tap into the value of your home with a home equity line of credit from Valley Strong Credit Union. Whether it's for home improvements, debt consolidation, or that dream vacation, you can get your cash offer in minutes. That's right, just minutes to unlock the power of your home's equity with no hard credit pull to see how much cash you can get. No stress, no waiting, just smart local banking that puts you first. Grow your possibilities with Valley Strong Credit Union. Visit valleystrong.com to get started today.
When shopping for a new car, what do you want? A great selection? A low monthly payment? More for your trade? At Northern California's best Honda dealer, Stockton Honda, you get it all. Model year-end savings are going on now. Drive away in your favorite Honda. It's savings you just can't say no to. Come in today or go to StocktonHonda.com.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Based on the results of the study, recognized on June 18, 2025, USA Today's list of California's top car dealers 2025.
This weekend, Kohl's is giving away millions in Kohl's Cash in store. It's like you're getting free shopping money. At least that's what I tell my husband. Yep, you're just making smart financial decisions, one trendy sweater at a time. Plus, all month, enter our online sweepstakes at Kohl's.com for a chance to win $200 Kohl's Cash. Some exclusions apply while supplies last. Giveaway ends September 7th. Sweepstakes ends September 30th, 2025. No purchase necessary. 20 winners per day. Limit one prize per person for entire sweepstakes. See Kohl's.com for official rules and details.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-838-6767. That's 800-838-6767.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Wow, it's so good to finally be back home.
Is it me, or is it musty?
Oh, damp. Check the bathroom.
Damp!
The basement?
Damp! Wait!
Yeah?
I'm ordering damp bread!
So we don't have to move?
Eliminate damp, musty smells by trapping excess moisture. Get rid of the damp with Damp Rid.
Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room with primetime football. It's back. Capital Casino is giving away $500 per game in high-hand bonuses for every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday night primetime game, offering the best food, best service, and the best action with the most variety of games in the region and conveniently located at 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com, and please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Attention taxpayers. If you owe $5,000 or more and have missed another tax deadline, you're officially on the IRS's radar. The IRS has resumed aggressive collections. That means wage garnishments, bank levies, even seizures of your home, car, or retirement accounts. If you owe $5,000 or more and missed the deadline, you're stacking new debt on top of what you already owe. Call Priority Tax Relief now. Their experts fight back fast and are saving their clients millions in tax debt every month.
I owed over $50,000. And they settled it for pennies on the dollar. These guys are as legit as they come.
After speaking on my behalf with the IRS, my entire debt of $25,000 will be eliminated. Whether you've received collection letters or you're already facing liens and garnishments, call for your free consultation. There are no upfront fees. Priority Tax Relief. Let's make your taxes our priority. Call 800-406-1584. 800-406-1584. 800-406-1584.
Priority Tax Relief.
The Sacramento Kings play here.
He's got the triple. Sacramento takes the lead.
Get your Kings fix all season long right here on your home of the Sacramento Kings, Sacktown Sports and SacktownSports.com.
Ow.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sacktown Sports.
Hey now. Well, Scott Hansen, the host of the NFL Red Zone, was on with Pat McAfee on ESPN, important to note.
ESPN.
And disclosed that starting this season, I know they kind of goofed with it a little bit last season, if you will.
Did they?
Yeah, they kind of experimented.
Okay.
There will be commercials during the Red Zone. And as a Red Zone aficionado, I, along with many others, daddy no like. No Red Zone.
At all.
No commercials. Here's their exchange in which Pat McAfee is taking a lot of deserved crap for today.
You're going to maybe go to the bathroom now. If there is like a little... No bathroom. You still stand in solidarity.
Married to it.
Yeah, I respect
17 years.
Yes. But I don't think anybody's upset about the commercials. I mean, it's an easy thing to kind of tweet about and post about, but I don't think anybody's turning it off because of commercials, and the NFL knows that.
Yes.
Shillerton, shill.
What he said at the end there is correct.
Yes.
The what? Nobody's turning it off?
Correct.
100% right.
But we're mad about it.
But we're pissed about it.
Yeah.
Come on, Pat.
And it's like, we can certainly.
I'll tell you this. We've had meetings all off season. We had our rehearsal. We had our dress rehearsal in week 3 of the preseason. And we are not going to sacrifice any great football for any of the business side of things, right? The business folks are going to handle the business, and we play the hand that's dealt us, but we will not miss a touchdown. We will not say, oh, okay, this is 1st and goal from the 5, but let's, sell some pizza or pick up trucks.
All right. So what he means there, and this is kind of how they did it before. And I think people that watch, for example, soccer will understand what I'm talking about. They're going to do, as a matter of fact, let me bring this back
like
up on the YouTube. Very much like golf with playing through, and also
the game of golf.
Earlier in their conversation, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see this. If not, we'll describe. It's a duo box, not an octo box, with Pat McAfee on the left and Scott Hansen on the right doing TV. And surrounding it is a giant banner for Dr. Pepper, the official drink of, and the logo and the slogan.
This seems like a cash grab.
It is a cash grab for two things. Number one is this, but number two, it's actually look, their job is to make money, and I hate this, but what
their job isn't to make money.
The what? What's their first off? We should isolate the. I hate that sound so much.
Oh, you should not have told me that.
What is their job?
Their job is to play football games.
Whose job?
The NFL.
Yeah, no, their job is to make money. The football games are the vehicle.
That's what it's become.
No,
that's not.
It's a business.
That's not how it started. It didn't start as a business. It started as competition.
They were volunteering when they owned the teams, Chris. Were the owners volunteers?
Were they
Was
making
it charity?
billions of dollars?
But did they want to? Yes. Look, you have a lot of takes, and most of them are good. This is asinine. From the jump, the entire point was to make money. They didn't make this kind of money. They didn't get to this level of money. It's about money. It's not about, we want to share football with the world because we want to make the world a better place. You're giving them way too much credit.
I think that we are allowing them to just create this huge monopoly.
Yeah.
And just by saying, and we all just kind of let them off the hook. I'm like, well, that's kind of what they're there for.
Yes.
Is just to take as much money as they can from us.
That's right. I have no disagreement with that. And it's, Mark Cuban said it, pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered. He said it like a decade ago.
Yeah, they're still going.
They are like the super hog. They're like Jabba the Hog. Mm-hmm. And there's no end in sight. I will tip my cap to the marketing genius here, because I will tell you right now on September 4th, 2025, what is coming, and it will probably come next year. Introducing, for an extra $5.99 a month, commercial-free Red Zone. You asked for it, much like Hulu or Disney with their packages offer the commercial and then the non-commercial. This is a setup for them to make a little bit more money, well, a lot of bit more money, on offering a commercial-free.
Right. Is the
version.
Because they sure do need it.
Are the commercials going to be like that, like playing through, or they're going to be both?
So I think it's going to be,
because that isn't as big of an issue. I don't love that.
Right.
But it's not as big of an issue as we're stepping aside for 3 minutes.
The also other thing is, if you're a NFL Red Zone aficionado like the rest of us, like the afternoon games, like, okay, there are times when it's like literally nothing's happening.
Put the commercials there.
And you put the commercials there. They will have them in the 10 a.m. hour, but my guess is it will be 80 to 90% with the L, basically the L layout with this. But then they'll also you'll have the Red Zone video on. You'll be able to see what game is going on and what's happening. And then to the right of that or to the left of that will be the commercial and there'll be like 10, 15 second reels.
So you think we never go away all the way?
We will. Yes. If people think, if you're thinking they're going to say, we'll be right back on Red Zone, here's a word from Toyota. No, that from what I understand, that is 100% not happening, but they will run on screen
the audio of that other
audio and video of the other thing, but it'll be in a split box.
I think this would be the perfect time for your fan union.
I couldn't agree with you more.
If there is a group of fans that all came together and said, like, you know what, go ahead and play your commercials.
Yes.
We as a group promise we will boycott every single product that's played on the Red Zone.
And it's part of why I look, I side with the fans. I'm one of them. I pay for this. We don't get like a KHTK discount, dude, and pay full price. We're all in this together. But also at the same time, and I think there needs to be more of this take. I think there needs to be more of the following take. And I'm not that big of a D-bag to do it, but somebody needs to run with this. Because the need for a fan union has been there forever. It's already established in places like there's other countries that do this. So here's the take that really needs to get out. You know what? They're doing this with the commercials and making more money. Good for them. I say keep screwing the fans because the fans have their mouths open. They're on their knees and they're just taking it. They're taking it. They deserve this. The people deserve this because no matter what the NFL throws at them, no matter how high they raise their prices, they keep eating it up. And until they say no, they deserve to spend every penny they are. Good. It's the market. It's capitalism. That's the take that needs to permeate because people need to, at some point, they need to Norm Array this thing. That's an old reference. They need to get so pissed off that they stand on top of the chair and say, I've had enough and I ain't taking no more and da-da-da-da-da.
You're just dealing with such a large amount of numbers of fans.
You're right.
And the NFL knows it.
And the large majority of fans will figure it out, whether it's go to a friend's house, whether it's pirating it, or whether they just say, it's an extra $5.
Right. Well, the second I heard, I'm like, no, they ruined it. ESPN gets it, and they ruined it in 2 seconds. And then I go, well, Sunday I'm watching the Red Sox.
100%. Oh, and by the way, the other one thing Scott Hansen did, I just want to be fair here. He's saying it. I don't think he's lying. He said this was in the works before this was, and they did do this last year for a minute. So I don't know. I'm all for blaming ESPN for everything.
I'm going to.
I don't know that that's the case here, but whatever. Screw ESPN, right?
Right.
And screw the Red Zone, which I'll be watching on Sunday. 7 hours of football. No more commercial free. Sam Amick, 24 minutes of uninterrupted sports talk. This Kawhi Leonard story and what he sniffed around and everything that's going on. And are these the only guys that are doing it? What's going to happen next? We'll talk to Sam right after this.
The Allen Style Show.
The Athletics taking on Minnesota. All I know is that the state fair in Minnesota was so big. All I know is I saw fried butter. Has anybody ever had fried butter?
You've had fried Oreos and Twinkies. That's crazy.
Different. No, that's not different. And it was a Snickers.
That's still crazier than just butter.
No, it's not.
You can listen to the Allen Style Show Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on 1140 a.m., YouTube, and the Sacktown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
With 25 award-winning years in Northern California, Ashton & Price is your local injury law firm. Pro attorney tip, if a firm presents as local but they're in LA, red flag. If your first consultation is not with a lawyer, big red flag. At Ashton & Price, your first consult is with a local attorney, and if serious injury prevents travel, a lawyer will come to you. Still not enough? George Washington's my uncle. At Ashton & Price, no red flags, just red, white, and blue.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. It's Country in the Park 2, Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Locash, Vincent Mason, and Avery Anna. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo with RVs of Sacramento and the Smud Museum of Science and Curiosity. Tickets at CITPfest.com.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
The Sacktown Sports 49ers Report is brought to you by Kia of Vacaville, conveniently located besides the Vacaville outlets. The 49ers start the regular season this Sunday on the road up in Seattle. San Francisco is looking to get back into the playoffs after a disappointing 6-11 season a year ago. Brock Purdy is ready to go after signing a 5-year, $265 million contract in the offseason, and Christian McCaffrey is feeling good after an injury-riddled 2024 campaign. Catch the game this Sunday beginning at noon right here on Sacktown Sports 1140.
Football season is here at Kia of Vacaville. You can score big in a new 2025 Kia Niro LX with up to 53 MPG combined at Kia of Vacaville. Perfect for road trips, tailgates, and cruising to Levi Stadium in style and comfort. But don't wait. Inventory is limited at Kia of Vacaville, and these deals won't last long. Visit KiaVacaville.com or stop by right next to the Vacaville outlets for friendly service, easy shopping, and unbeatable value. All in one stop. Kia of Vacaville, where the adventure begins.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sacktown Sports 1140.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone. And then
boom, with Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sacktown Sports.
Sam Amick will join us momentarily. Second half of the program on a football Thursday. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You made it. It's here.
Yeah.
We're ready to go.
Are you doing one of those? Are you doing our Survivor League?
Oh, yeah. I got to
make your pick.
I got to get that in today.
Yeah. Sure you're ready for that.
Yeah. Joining us right now. Very ready for this. A special edition, off-season edition of the Sam Amick Show. He left his vacation specifically to come on with us, and we appreciate that. From The Athletic, a very dapper, very handsome, very rested looking.
I agree.
Sam Amick. Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, gentlemen. Yeah, I mean, if by vacation you mean twiddling my thumbs waiting for the NBA season to begin, then you are correct.
Yeah, don't you try to at least just, how hard is it, man, just to, I know the job never sleeps, but God, this is like really the only month you have it. Yeah, where it's kind of sleeping. You try to disconnect a little, don't you?
No, I do for sure. What's funny, not to get in the weeds, but like, so my wife's a teacher, and so like mid-July, when like NBA media by and large truly disconnects like in late July. Yeah. Admittedly, I skip out a tiny bit on the earlier side because the teacher's calendar schedule only has a small window to do any vacation. So not to bore your listeners, but the point being that you're talking mid-July, check out for a bit. When we get to late August, when everybody's back in school, that's when it's like the downtime has been nice, but there's, everybody else is busy and I'm not. So we have stained gazebos. We have manicured the lawn. We have had some nice events at the house and things like that. But I start getting itchy around this time of year. Last year I had the Olympics that obviously was a pretty heavy lift late in the summer, but no, it has been really nice.
So it sounds like you're ready, Sam. So then all of a sudden a story like this,
I ain't ready for this, Jay. I'm not ready for this.
Well, but you were a little bit aware of this story. Is this true?
I mean, yes, I covered it heavily back in the day when Kawhi, and his free agency with the Clippers was a point of focus in the summer of 2019. And then this time around, yes, I heard rumblings that this, podcast and reporting from Pablo Torre was coming. But yes, it was a hell of a way to get jarred out of the late summer slumber.
And I think it's important for context that Sam Amick works for The Athletic. Pablo Torre's first podcast for The Athletic was this podcast. So, hello, welcome to the team. Here's an explosion. And Sam, because we talk every week, in addition to talking off air, you know how obsessed I am with the politics of NBA media and the reporting and all the different relationships that happen. I'm not trying to get you to throw a competitor under the bus. That being said, I'll push forward. I was showing Jason today on ESPN.com, where I'll go to help prep the show sometimes. The very front page story was something about the Cowboys and NFL. Okay, fine. It's NFL opening day. And then on the right side where you have the list of stories, I kept going down the list. Oh, U.S. Open. Here, this happened. Angel Reese apologizes to her teammates. Bob Melvin ejected from whatever. You have to go to the NBA subsection in order to find the Kawhi story, which, by the way, Pablo Torre was attributed not with The Athletic, but as a former podcaster Pablo Torre, a former ESPN contributor, was there was no athletic attribution whatsoever. Now, I understand competitors, but Sam, how political is this story for much of the media that relies on relationships and also business relationships with the NBA? Is this one of the stories that a lot of people are going to stay hands off from?
I hear you on all that. Honestly, I'm not mad about it. Like the Athletic thing, just to be clear, is his podcast is produced by Meadowlark Media, and the deal with the Athletic is to distribute.
Okay.
And so, in the interest of being on the right side of company policy here, the Athletic and the New York Times did not have any part in the editorial process. This was his production.
Gotcha. And that's Dan Le Batard's outfit, right? If I'm right.
Yes.
John Skipper. Okay.
Yep. So, it's 7-month investigation on Pablo's part, as he has indicated. To your general question about how the media is going to handle this story, I don't. It is a strange one. Like go down memory lane real quick. When 2019 in December, I finally dropped this story about how, looking back at the previous summer, about how when Kawhi Leonard and his uncle and his top representative Dennis Robertson, Uncle Dennis, had made the free agency rounds, that they made just a series of requests that if these teams, namely the Clippers, Lakers, and Raptors, had granted the request, it would have been well outside the lines of salary cap rules and major league infractions. And it was everything from we need a free house to we need a private plane that we can access all the time. We want a guaranteed amount of money of endorsement, off-court money, things like that really typically don't get asked for. The point is that I was shocked, and still am at the time, that more people didn't jump on the story. Now, granted, I didn't finally write something until you're talking 5 months after free agency.
Sure.
It took me that long to confirm some of the stuff. And I had framed it around a Clippers-Lakers kind of rivalry game. So, I went the long-winded route. Do I think that NBA media, and even at times myself, is guilty of not, jumping into the nitty-gritty? And especially, listen, Pablo filing through, Chapter 11 bankruptcy documents and connecting dots between Kawhi's arrangement with this team sponsor and Steve Ballmer's relationship. That is, that's old school sleuthing. And we'll see where it leads, but it's good work. And yeah, it's, a lot of the media is not going down those roads for sure.
So let's kind of start with the NBA's angle on this, Sam. Obviously, it's a story that's out. I'm sure they don't love that it's out. They've saying they're going to do an investigation. What do you think Adam Silver and his office is thinking today?
I don't know. I didn't get a great feel yesterday. They're being very close to the vest, not surprisingly. It does appear, that they were very surprised by the report. That surprises me a little bit because, the Clippers were given a heads up. A heads up is not the right way of putting it. The Clippers were contacted by Pablo and his team before his podcast came out and sent a series of questions. And they had provided a statement for the initial report, as you guys saw. And the one phrase that, is not going to be forgotten is they, in their statement, said that these allegations were, quote, provably false, which is a bold claim to make. And we'll see if they can follow through on that. From the league standpoint, Adam Silver's in a tough spot here. You have the macro reality that just reputationally, it's, we all know the mostly accurate narrative, right? David Stern came with the iron fist all the time. Adam's been accused of being too soft. The irony here is that, getting Donald Sterling out with the Clippers to this day remains like Adam's strongest moment. And Steve Ballmer, was obviously a big part of that. Now, Steve Ballmer is not only the 6th richest man in the world, or at least in the top 10, but a guy who, independent of these issues, is a kind of a beloved member of the board of governors and a guy who is a net positive for the league and relationship wise, has a good rapport with Adam. And, but this type of situation, and we've got to continue sifting through which, we have smoking guns. How much of the smoke is applied to real infractions? But this situation is exactly what Adam needs to cut out of the league right now. You cannot have a second apron luxury tax system that is basically a hard cap meant to level the playing field and keep the richest of the rich from, outspending their competition, and then potentially allow, deals like this that, again, if proven to be the case, we're putting money in the pockets of star players on the side as a way to keep them in town. That's obviously the allegation here. So, Adam's in a pinch for sure.
To your Ballmer comments, which all are obviously very, very true. That we talked about this earlier, Sam. I wonder if some of the politics of this internally, and this is just speculation, but I was saying to Jason, I remember talking a while back to one Eastern Conference owner who had mentioned that there were some ruffled feathers at Steve Ballmer building the Intuit dome, whatever it is, with that $2 billion out of his own pocket, setting a precedent or at least giving ammo to other cities, and that these owners may want a lot of money out of. It's just not something that sat well with some of the ownership. Plus, small market owners, let's be honest, there's other teams that probably do this too, if we're being honest, that probably, again. But when it comes to those smaller markets that are obviously going to be pissed about this, Adam Silver works ultimately for ownership. And I don't think he has that same control over them David Stern did necessarily. But do you see him having carte blanche to be able to wield the hammer of justice in this one? Or is he going to have to deal with a lot of backroom stuff?
I mean, there's always backroom stuff, and I have not certainly canvassed the entire league.
Sure.
The people that I've talked to, I ran into a fair amount of like, no, it's fine. Go ahead and pull the curtain all the way back on all of us, because this deal is not
interesting.
This is not normal. And what was highlighted, I mean, for me, I think it's probably a misstep on the Clippers' part in their statement last night. And I might write about this later in the day. They have a line that, and I don't have it in front of me, but basically says, player endorsement deals with a team sponsor are not abnormal or unusual in any way. Okay, fine. That is, to me, I clearly have teenage kids, but that's gaslighting.
Right.
Because you don't mention the part that it's a, 4-year, $28 million deal for literally nothing in return. No services provided. You don't mention that the owner, there's nothing in the statement about the fact that, yes, it's not normal for a star player to be, getting paid by a team sponsor that also netted a $50 million investment from the owner. Not to mention the backdrop of, after 2019, one would think that the Clippers and Steve would have maximum discretion with the way they moved. in terms of the optics, even if it's just the optics. But lo and behold, 2 years later, everybody's getting paid by aspiration. So does he have carte blanche? Probably not. But the message I got was like, yes, people break the rules. You're going to have hotel rooms getting picked up that shouldn't get picked up, maybe a private plane ride here and there. But $7 million a year is a hefty number, and the type of thing that does appear to be a pretty significant outlier.
Well, and if we go down that road, Sam, if this is proven and if there is some backing to this, and the league has to step in. Look, they're not the same punishments, I guess, but what we were talking about earlier, Dave, Minnesota and Joe Smith, it was like 5 first-round picks, fines to Kevin McHale, to ownership. I mean, a whole bunch of stuff levied to the organization. I know we're in the infancy of this, but have you even thought about what possible punishments could be if this is true?
I mean, I've tried to study that aspect of the CBA and, have it in my head that it's Chapter 8, Section 3, circumvention penalties. And I believe, I don't want to misspeak, but $7.5 million is the limit on the team fine. I need to get clarity on if that, I think that's a one-time fine, and I also think that is related to second violations, and it should, we should mention for context, and I think this would count as a first, is that in 2015, Steve Ballmer got hit with a $250,000 fine because when he recruited DeAndre Jordan in free agency, they literally had, as part of their free agency pitch, a offer from Lexus for $200,000 a year. It was a third-party endorser.
Interesting. I did not remember that. Okay, so this could technically be a second offense.
It would seem to me, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So you have a bit of a track record where Steve has shown, at minimum, kind of or had a history of drawing outside the lines, and obviously on a much smaller scale than something like this, if it is proven. So the penalties, the player contract could be voided. Executives could be suspended for up to 1 year. And it says all team personnel. I need to get clarity on possible player suspension outside of but these are the extreme measures. There's a bunch of scenarios that could happen. I had one person kind of sarcastically say to me, man, Steve's going to win here because, if I'm predicting, I don't think this will happen, but they were basically saying, you're going to void Kawhi's contract, get all kinds of salary cap room. The guy has barely played the last couple of years. Any fine you give Steve Ballmer is, irrelevant because he's such a wealthy man. Now, if you take Steve Ballmer out of the arena and don't let him go to games, that'll hurt. But I do think we're getting ahead of ourselves here. It's a weird time right now because the reporting is so deep and so compelling. But it's an interesting one, even again, Dave, since I'm going to indulge because you do like talking about the journalism, it's the nature of some of the reporting. 7 former employees of this company, Aspiration, cooperating with this investigation is really significant.
Yeah.
One of them, who was identified as a member of the finance department, agreeing to go on camera now with no
FBI looking thing. Yeah.
But the audio of literally telling stories from around the cubicle, so to speak, that when they asked questions about Kawhi's deal, that they said, don't worry about it. It's salary cap circumvention. From a common sense standpoint, the insight from those employees certainly makes you go, holy, what, this really happened. But I could for sure see the Clippers and the NBA pushing back and saying, well, these are employees. They didn't know what was happening. There's the question that Pablo and I talked about yesterday on our podcast at The Athletic was, where is the daylight here for the Clippers to get out of this? And there still might be some. And I'm curious to see kind of how they play it.
Sam Amick joins us from The Athletic. If you don't know the answer to this, I don't have the same, obviously, connections to the league you do. I'd love it if you could if I could plant a question for you when you do your research, because I'm obsessed with this idea. We used this example yesterday, and we're using the Kings and we're using DeMar DeRozan. Obviously, this is a total hypothetical, and it's just because they're a local team, and DeMar's the last real big free agent we signed. If the Kings entered into a sponsorship agreement with Sacktown Sports, let's say last June or July, and they decided to sponsor the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross at a rate of $10 million a year, and we turned around and we had DeMar DeRozan on once a week, the DeMar DeRozan Show, and we paid him as a station $9.5 million a year. Is that a gray area, or is there a set rule that would prevent something like that?
This is fun on live air. I've got to apologize for getting very distracted, and I'm going to need your question again in a minute, but I will interrupt. And this is, again, we got to vet stuff, and this is an unconventional platform, but the Boston Sports Journal, and I do know this writer in real time, is promoting an exclusive that indicates that Kawhi Leonard had not one, but two contracts with aspiration that added up to $48 million.
Whoa. Whoa.
Again, not my reporting. This
Sure.
is John Corrales of the Boston Sports Journal.
Yeah.
Wow. And Sam, I apologize if this was your reporting. That reminds me of something you were talking about earlier. Didn't Jeannie Buss go on record with somebody saying that the stuff Uncle Dennis was asking for, I don't know why I have 15 million in my head, but the stuff Uncle Dennis was asking for was either illegal or against NBA rules. Am I remembering this partially correctly?
I don't know if she ever went on record.
Okay.
But I certainly reported about the stuff that she was asked.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
48 million now, maybe?
Ugh.
I mean, the one that is not germane to this saga, but is definitely illuminates the level of audacity from Uncle Dennis and Kawhi, was that literally asking for part ownership of each of these teams. And, the more specific anecdote I remember is that Dennis, and I already reported this, that he had asked Jeannie about the old deal with Magic Johnson when they gave Magic equity in the team. And basically he was like, well, Magic got it, so why can't we? So first of all, like at face value, that's a little sacrilege. You never put a Lakers jersey on. This is Magic Johnson. Secondly, the backstory there was when the Lakers gave Magic a 25-year, $25 million contract because of his HIV contraction. They weren't paying. They basically decided to turn the back end of that contract into equity. It was just a very unique situation. But in the moment, Kawhi's camp saw that as an opportunity to justify a request for part of team ownership. So I don't think there's any limit to what, they've tried to get. And reportedly they got even more than we thought from the Clippers.
I don't know if you
rather. Sorry.
I don't know if you wanted to go back to that question you had asked Sam, but stunning news. I mean, since he said that, it's like, man,
I know, I forgot. It's like my stupid question. Jesus, 48 million. All right. Well, obviously there will be a lot more on that throughout the day. We can finish with, I'll just reiterate it because I'd love to find out. The question was, Sam, and we talked about it yesterday. And of course they didn't do this. This is just a hypothetical, but I'm trying to find out if last summer the Sacramento Kings had entered into an advertising deal with Sacktown Sports, their broadcast partner, for $10 million a year. They're going to buy commercials for $10 million a year. And we then have DeMar DeRozan, like we have you on. We have DeMar DeRozan on once a week doing a show just like you. And actually, this would be about what we pay you, and we paid DeMar $9 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Obviously, that's being laundered through us. But is there a provision that specifically forbids something like that? And I was saying, if you don't know, or I'd love it if you ask.
No, I'm pretty confident I do know. No, that's fine. So teams are allowed to basically introduce players to the team sponsors. They can introduce the player and their agent to the team sponsor. And in fact, they're requested or required to keep like a log of those interactions. Now, the difference is that DeMar was providing services.
Yeah.
Actually doing the interview. Kawhi's the mystery of Kawhi's deal is that the entire contract was written so he didn't have to do anything. So that's the number one distinction. And then number two, imagine, excuse me, if Sacktown Sports had woke up one day and got a $50 million check from Vivek Ranadive.
Right.
That's the other issue. There are specific rules about like I think you can have some money that is under the same roof, but it is a percentage question that I'm still trying to get to the bottom of. I think 50 million, like the way it was put to me by somebody who knows this stuff really well, was like normally even if there's any money from an owner and a player under the same roof with a team sponsor, the league would probably just call you and say, hey, so-and-so's got to get out. You can't be doing that. But this type of number is just, is in their estimation, bonkers and the type of thing they'd never seen. So it's the lack of services and the owner putting a bunch of money into the team sponsor. Like it's, that's obviously separate from the, I think 23-year, $300 million, amount that aspiration was paying the Clippers for the team sponsorship.
Wow. This story continues to develop, and obviously stay plugged in with Sam and of course The Athletic, who are all over this, and I freaking love it. I love this conversation. I'm excited to see what's next, because I think there's been bubbling. A lot of this stuff's been bubbling for a while, and this is the tip of the iceberg. That's my opinion. Sam, continue to enjoy what little time off you have left. Soon enough, we'll be talking about the Sacramento Kings and other more boring stuff. So we appreciate your time and coming out of your summertime freedom for us this morning.
You got it, gents. Good seeing you.
All right. Good seeing you too, brother. Talk to you soon. That is.
How about that? If true, right?
Dude, get this out of the way. Pablo's going after the Jalen Brunson Knicks deal next. I want to know why Mark Cuban sold the Mavericks. I want to know about the Luka. There's so much ammo here. Just who is the guy that used to was it NBC? Who'd be like go after the like horrible like he'd be like, no. The guy would be like, hey, take a seat. I have some questions for you.
Chris Hansen.
Yeah, I want Pablo Torre to be the Chris Hansen of the NBA. Just go, hey, Steve, have a seat. I've got some questions for you. We'll take a break. When we come back, 4 Down Territory will continue in the AFC with our orders of finish. The energy behind this report is palpable. And I can promise you that every piece of work American Energy is doing, they're not funneling any money through any current NBA players. They are your second opinion partners. They want to make sure you're saving money. They want to make sure you're not getting taken advantage of by other HVAC companies that have, like American Energy, enjoyed a slower summer because it's been more mild weather. And unlike a lot of those other companies, American Energy is not going to try to bump the prices up to make their monthly bill. So if you're working with somebody else, and I tell you this every single day, go to American Energy, a company who's been here since 1981, serving the greater Sacramento area. Go to them and let them give you a secondary bid. You're almost certainly going to save money, and you're going to get great work done by really good people. 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990. AmericanEnergyAir.com on the interweb. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable. 4 Down Territory next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sacktown Sports and the Sacktown Sports app.
The San Francisco Giants are grown here, right here with the Sacramento River Cats. Catch the future stars of Giants orange and black at Sutter Health Park. Don't miss the action. Get your tickets now at rivercats.com.
Listen to the 49er Rewind daily, brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza, the official pizza of the 49ers. Mountain Mike's Pizza, pizza the way it ought to be.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. I got to tell you, I am so excited to get this decking project started with Trex Decking and Railings. From the first time I stepped foot in the showroom last week, I was so impressed. So many color options, heat-resistant composite deck. What does that mean? That means I don't have to do any maintenance on it whatsoever. They even have a deck designer, so you can go online and see what your dream deck will look like on your house. Just visit Trex, that's TREX.com to get it started. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you.
This is Alan Stiles on Sacktown Sports 1140, and the big deals are rolling in at Folsom Buick's GMC's end of summer sales event. Right now, take home the 2025 Sierra 1500 Crew Cab Denali with $13,500 off MSRP, or lease it for just $699 a month for 24 months with $5,999 due at signing. This is your chance to drive the bold and powerful Sierra 1500 Crew Cab built to stand out on the road. When the summer ends, so do these deals. So don't miss out. Visit FolsomBuick.com today.
Attention taxpayers. If you owe $5,000 or more and have missed another tax deadline, you're officially on the IRS's radar. The IRS has resumed aggressive collections. That means wage garnishments, bank levies, even seizures of your home, car, or retirement accounts. If you owe $5,000 or more and missed the deadline, you're stacking new debt on top of what you already owe. Call Priority Tax Relief now. Their experts fight back fast and are saving their clients millions in tax debt every month.
I owed over $50,000 and they settled it for pennies on the dollar. These guys are as legit as they come.
After speaking on my behalf with the IRS, my entire debt of $25,000 will be eliminated.
Whether you've received collection letters or you're already facing liens and garnishments, call for your free consultation. There are no upfront fees. Priority Tax Relief. Let's make your taxes our priority. Call 800-406-1584. 800-406-1584. 800-406-1584.
Priority Tax Relief.
Welcome back. I read the Boston Sports Journal article during the break.
That's speed reading.
That's a respectable job.
Yeah.
We need to spend some time on it. Steve Ballmer is screwed. He is screwed. He is absolutely screwed. So we'll get to that ASAP. From the 209, was Kevin Herter paid when he came on weekly? Just curious. That's a fair question. Yeah, he was. We got a sponsor.
Yep.
They paid him. I'm not going to put his business out there. I assure you.
Good at business.
I assure you, you'd probably be surprised at what it was. It was in the scheme of the NBA. It was Taco Bell money.
Right.
It was. Yeah. And that's no offense to our great sponsor. Or I'm just saying.
Yeah. Nowhere near. These are different examples. You just threw out a hypothetical.
Right.
If someone came up to Herter and said, like, hey, this is kind of iffy, you have to pick between this or you might get your contract voided, you would say, sorry, guys.
Yeah. Let's just say Kevin did it for the love of the game more than there was some compensation, but he was doing it for the love of the game. We had a good relationship with him. So, but it's a fair question. Totally fair question. All right. First,
also, that wasn't us going through the Kings. That was us working solo.
That's exactly right. The Kings, of course, give approval.
Yeah.
You know, they got to know, but Kings have never looked. Let me just get this right out of the way. We've worked with the Kings, God knows how long. They have never, ever, 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 ever in any of our dealings been any. They're above board in every single thing we've ever dealt with them. But 4 down territory. First down, please.
Rank the order of the finish in the AFC East.
Okie dokie, artichoke. I'll do that then, won't I? The order of finish in the NFC East. So I'm gonna. This is a little goofy. The Bills are going to win the division.
Got it.
Okay, that's whatever. I'm going to put the Patriots second. I like what they're doing. I like Drake May. They may not even be above 500, but I just think that I'll put the Dolphins third and I'll put the Jets fourth.
We have the same list, not a real creative one there on my end, but that's what I have New England being a surprise team, but not a playoff team.
Right.
Buffalo, New England, Miami, Jets. I agree with you.
Second down.
Rank the order of the finish in the AFC South.
This one's a little more interesting. There's a lot of buzz around Jacksonville this year. New coach, some things that they've done in the offseason. I don't see enough of it to. I don't see the Texans not winning this division, but I don't think it's a particularly great division. I'll go Houston first. I'll go Jacksonville second, and then Indy and Tennessee. You could flip a coin probably, but I'll look. Tennessee had 3 wins last year. Indy had 8. They've got Joe Flacco, who's going to be a lot more steady than Anthony Richardson. And probably not
Daniel Jones.
I'm sorry, Daniel Jones. Excuse me. Joe Flacco. I'll go Indy third, and I'll go Titans fourth.
Okay, I have similar. I have Houston, then Jacksonville. I have Tennessee actually third. I think they also could be a little bit of a surprise. Not a playoff threat. And then Indy. But this is the division that at the end of the year, if we're saying what happened, I don't love Houston.
I'm with you. I don't either.
So, like, if Jacksonville won it or something even really weird, like a worst to first for Tennessee, like I wouldn't think it's crazy.
I love Nico Harrison, Nico, whatever the hell the wide receiver is. Thank you, Nico Collins. CJ Stroud may have just had a little bit of a sophomore bump, but the running back situation, injuries, and all that's going to be, I don't like him either. Third down, please.
Rank the order of the finish in the AFC North.
Well, one of them's easy. I'll go Cleveland last.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually flip flop the Steelers and Bengals here. The Steelers finished ahead of Cincinnati last year, by 1 game. I'm going to flip-flop them, and I'm going to give Baltimore the division again. And again, I know I'm not hot take cannoning here, but I just call it as I see it. I will say one thing. I do think there's a couple of wild cards here. Number 1, Joe Burrow in Cincinnati. It's a good team. And this could be that year where Cincinnati, I forgot, they're really good. I'm also really curious to see what Aaron Rodgers does in Mike Tomlin's environment with Pittsburgh and that defense. So with the caveat that I could see either of those, just as I'm not high on Houston, I could see either Pittsburgh or Cincinnati having really good years, but I still think Baltimore is the class of the division.
Yeah, we're similar there. I have Baltimore first. I did put Pittsburgh second with Cincinnati third, so that's our only difference. And sorry, Cleveland. I know 2 years ago you made the playoffs, but I do have you fourth.
Fourth down.
Rank the order of the finish in the AFC West.
This is a tough one, dude.
Very good. Very good division.
The Chiefs went 15-2 last year, man. I'm not going to be that guy. And not there's anything wrong with being that guy, but I'm just going to do the safest thing and keep them in first place. This is where it gets interesting. I do think I'm going to put the Raiders in last, but Raider fan, I've been very high on the team. And when I say last, I think it could be an 8-9 last. It could be a 7-10. I think the Raiders are going to be markedly better this year. I just don't know. I love Bo Nix. I like what the Broncos are doing. Also, Jim Harbaugh has not expired yet. He's still got the sell-on date going. I'm going to keep the finish in this division exactly the same as it was last year. Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos, Raiders.
The most teams and most success are coach, quarterback. Mm-hmm. This is as good as for Andy Reid and Mahomes is phenomenal. Harbaugh and Herbert, Peyton and Nix, and then now that's where the Raiders have gained ground.
Yes,
with Carroll and Geno Smith. But it is lower. It's just a little bit lower, and they don't have enough of the other things. I have the same finish you do: KC, Chargers, Denver, Vegas.
But I think it's going to be
really brutal.
A really brutal division.
And even tomorrow, the first game, Kansas City and the Chargers in Brazil.
Yeah.
It's
a big game.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a brutal division. I don't think the Raiders are going to embarrass themselves. They embarrassed themselves last year. They're not going to embarrass themselves this year. I think they're going to be a tough out.
Yeah. There are a lot of really good teams in the AFC and a ton of good quarterbacks. It's just they continue to beat up on each other.
So looking at this, we got a minute, 2 minutes. Look at this Boston Sports Journal.
Yeah, what'd you find?
Okay, so the Leonard deal was a curious one, according to the Journal, for a number of reasons. None of the high-powered execs were consulted about the $28 million endorsement deal. It was never presented to the board of directors. The deal was presented to the executive team as is, with no opportunity for further analysis. Typically, the CFO runs an analysis on the return on investment, the ROI. The legal officer would negotiate the contract. The CMO, the marketing officer, would develop the branding synergies, blah, blah, blah. They were never given the opportunity, according to their sources, to perform any of these tasks. Here's where it gets interesting. The $28 million deal was to be paid in quarterly installments over 4 years, but was not the only compensation he received, Kawhi Leonard. According to a high-level source, Leonard also cut a side deal with Aspiration to receive an additional $20 million in company stock. That stock was to be paid out from the CEO's personal holdings in the company over the next 4 years. That brought the total of promised compensation to Leonard to $48 million. This is an important number. Remember it. Around the same time, Aspiration was going through its rounds of fundraising. They received, amongst other investments, up to $600 million, a $50 million investment from Steve Ballmer. Okay. But that investment was characterized to the Sports Journal as having been made with light to no diligence. Think of it as getting a commitment from on Shark Tank with only one question. But here's where he's screwed. He's screwed in a lot of different ways, but here's where he's really screwed now. The commitment from Ballmer was also curious, as not only did he not do due diligence, he paid a higher price for his shares than the others. The Oak Tree commitment, that's another investor, came to Aspiration, that's the company, at $10 a share, but Ballmer paid a premium of $11 per share, which raised his overall investment to $50 million. Typically, an investor, a heavyweight like Steve Ballmer, making a bulk investment in a company, you don't pay a premium. You get a discounted price. You get a round A, round B, you get a lower price than others are getting. Whereas Steve Ballmer, because then they can go out and say, amongst our investors, Steve Ballmer, like that counts when you're trying to raise funds. You pay a premium to get big, heavy hitter investors in. Ballmer went over the amount by $1 a share, and for $50 million in investment, that is a huge, huge overage. And by the way, his investment's $50 million. The deal with Kawhi Leonard, $48 million. Now we're starting to put stuff together, and this is only the beginning. Man, is he rat screwed.
Dave, I think you're a little hard on Ballmer.
Yeah?
He was just scammed by scammers.
He was just scammed by the scammers. You know, top 10 richest guy in the world, scammed by the scammers. I think my favorite part of this whole thing, though, by the way, is seeing anytime Pablo Torre tweets something about anybody, a news organization tweets this out, reading the comments and reading Clipper fan just spinning so hard and caping for Steve Ballmer so badly. That's a nothing burger. It's nothing. What are you talking about? Yeah.
First step is denial.
We'll take a break when we come back. Well, it's a new dawn. It's a new day for Jason Ross. He does something he hasn't done in a long time, so he can get his streak to 1 while the rest of us try to catch him. And we got a long way to go and a short time to get there. We'll do streaking and who's hot, who's not next.
The Allen Styles Show.
The Athletics taking on Minnesota. All I know is that the state fair in Minnesota was so big. All I know is I saw fried butter. Has anybody ever had fried butter?
You've had fried Oreos and Twinkies. That's crazy.
Different. No, that's not different. And it was a Snickers.
That's still crazier than just butter.
No, it's not.
You can listen to the Allen Styles Show Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on 1140 a.m., YouTube, and the Sacktown Sports app.
Sacramento, are you ready for live entertainment? The Sacktown Sports Live Events calendar is packed with the biggest shows. Catch country star Megan Maroney September 20th at Lake Tahoe Amphitheater at Caesars Republic. Then, don't miss the Doco Block Party Sunday, September 28th from noon to 4. Free fun for the whole family. Games, live music, kids activities, photo ops, and special offers from Doco merchants. October heats up with Heat Sweat, October 5th at Hard Rock Live Sacramento. Country fans, David Nail plays Goldfield October 9th. The same night, comedian king Bert Kreischer takes the stage at Thunder Valley. Then it's Justin Moore October 16th at Hard Rock Live, followed by hilarious comic Jimmy Carr on October 17th. November brings Big Laughs with Trevor Noah November 9th at Thunder Valley. And check out the Isley Brothers November 14th at Hard Rock Live Sacramento. Don't miss a moment. Get tickets now and see the full lineup at sacktownsports.com.
At Valley Strong Credit Union, we know that local businesses are the backbone of the Central Valley, investing in our neighborhoods, boosting the economy, making the Valley stronger. But when it comes to their finances, where can they turn? A big bank that just sees another number? That's not good enough. Valley businesses deserve Valley support for payroll, credit, cash flow, and everything in between. Valley Business is Valley Strong. Learn how our cash management services can support your business at valleystrong.com.
So my mother is thinking of switching from Verizon to Pure Talk, but she's worried the deal sounds too good to be true. Michael, she said, how can those Pure Talk people offer me the same basic service as Verizon for so much less money? I said, Mom, go ask Google how much Verizon spends on advertising and promotion. A few seconds later, my mother said, oh my goodness, $12 billion a year? That must be a typo. I'll tell you what I told my mom. It's not a typo. Verizon spends $12 billion a year on advertising and promotion, and their customers are paying for it. Well, Pure Talk doesn't spend that kind of money on commercials. Trust me, I would know. Consequently, they can offer you and my mother unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data on a blazing fast 5G network for just $25 a month. Dial pound 250 and say the words Mike Rowe, and you'll get an additional 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 Mike Rowe. Pure Talk, everything you need and nothing you don't.
Hit the field during Sky River Casino's $400,000 touchdown for a truck giveaway. Play slots and table games daily to earn entries. Then join in on the action every Saturday for a chance to score up to $15,000 in free play or a brand new 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500. Visit skyriver.com to see how you can get 100 bonus entries every Tuesday and Friday. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 21 or over.
I'm Ken Korak with your Green and Gold Report, brought to you by Xfinity. Introducing the 5-year price guarantee. One internet price, 5 years guaranteed. Well, perhaps hidden in the attention given to rookies like Nick Kurtz and Jacob Wilson has been the play of outfielder Colby Thomas. Thomas, a third-round pick out of Mercer University, in his first 61 at-bats this year, 4 doubles, 4 home runs, and 13 RBIs.
Welcome to Dugout Radio, the undisputed home of Boomtown Baseball.
The Wi-Fi is booming with Xfinity, baby. Our next caller is
Stacy. How do you stay locked in on every pitch and play?
We stream it all live on Xfinity Internet with low lag, 99.99% network reliability, and speeds faster than a base runner beating the throw to home plate.
I stream on my TV, tablets, even my smart fridge.
Smart fridge?
With all those games, we gotta refuel.
Stream live baseball with Wi-Fi built for the biggest moments. Xfinity. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary, not guaranteed.
The deals are on now at the model year-end sales event at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Looking to own or lease? Save on year-end models and drive a brand new Accord or Civic. Visit us today at FolsomLakeHonda.com, your one-stop Honda shop.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too.
Folsom Lake Honda.
Go to FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. It's Country in the Park 2, Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Mocash, Vincent Mason, and Avery Anna. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo with RVs of Sacramento and the Smud Museum of Science and Curiosity. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
What's hot and what's not. Brought to you by American Energy Heat and Air, making the uncomfortable comfortable. Head to AmericanEnergyAir.com to find out more.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot. And what's not?
It's not good. Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
Just got off the phone with a somebody in NBA ownership, not in Sacramento, so stop guessing during the break. And I think the money quote in there was 3 words, 2 of which I can repeat on the air. He is blanked, in referring to Steve Ballmer.
Why would A-Rod say that?
Fill in the blank.
Yes, go ahead.
How blanked?
How blanked? He's so blanked. Yeah, this is. I love this stuff, man. I really. Somebody said on the text line, I was literally getting aroused by this story. It's like but intellectually, yes, this is the tip of the iceberg. I've been screaming it for years. It's the tip of the iceberg, and by the way, it's gonna bleed into other sports a little bit. It really does, because when Sam was on with us talking about Kawhi Leonard and planes and like all these requests he made, it all of a sudden triggered something. And I went back and I'll have to do more reading on this, but you may remember when Juan Soto signed with the Mets. He's got use of the team plane. His family gets a skybox. Like the amount of accoutrements, as you said earlier, that were given to Juan Soto that apparently are okay in baseball, but not okay in the NBA.
I want to say that Mahomes has a suite through the.
I think you're right, because isn't that where Taylor and his wife, and, they're all hanging out? Like, dude, the amount, and
they are like hardcore salary cap sports team.
Absolutely, dude. The amount. I just hope this blows the whole lid finally off of this circumvention that has been happening. Why? I'll tell you why. Because we're a small market team in Sacramento. We already have issues. And on top of that, and I say this as a compliment, look, I don't purport to know everything the Kings have and haven't done. I don't oversee their financials, but they have always been above board. They're playing by the rules. And meanwhile, you got the Lakers and you got the Clippers and you got the this and the that. And I'm telling you, I hope Pablo, he is going to go to the Jalen Brunson thing, and that's going to get interesting because his dad's on the coaching staff, and it's James Dolan and all that. And then I hope he moves at some point. Pablo, damn it, go to the Luka trade, please, and go to Mark Cuban and why he sold the Mavericks.
I hope a billionaire goes to jail.
That's what Chris wants. Oh yeah,
and I'm sure if he does, it's gonna be like Shawshank. He's just gonna be in the worst jail. And please,
minimum security is horrific for a billionaire.
He's gonna go to the Four Seasons Leavenworth. That's where that's where they'd go. All right. Well, hey, who's hot?
The Yankees.
Uh-huh.
They did something interesting yesterday. Something that's only happened 2 times in Major League Baseball history. They walked in a run, balked in a run, and allowed a run on a wild pitch in the same inning since the Yankees did it in 2004.
Man, they call that a walk and balk.
It makes that makes them hot.
Yeah.
Why?
It's only happened once in Major League Baseball history.
Well, that's true. I would also argue that if somebody from the Yankees was pitching and had explosive diarrhea live on the mound, I don't know if that would qualify him as being hot.
You don't know that.
That's
probably. It's probably very sick.
It's very hot.
First time. I'll bet you it hasn't been the first time, though. Baseball's been around a long time, and a lot of players go out the night before drinking back in the day. Somebody had to do,
It's probably why there's gray pants on the road.
Remember Don Larson, after he threw the perfect game, I think it was Don Larson was saying that he was incredibly hungover from the night before. And then when Yogi Berra came up and hugged him and jumped into his arms, he kneed him right in the junk. And he was doubling over. That was the whole celebration.
I'm trying to think. Who was the
pitcher that was on acid?
No, the fat Yankee pitcher.
David Wells?
David Wells.
Yes.
Wasn't he also hungover for his no-hitter?
Yes, he was. Which tells you maybe go tie one over.
That's like it's tough to defend baseball as a sport when you've got hungover pitchers and guys on LSD getting no-hitters.
Doc Ellis, thank you on the chat. Yes, Doc Ellis on acid. Or it just goes to show you. And by the way, performance enhancing?
Yeah.
Could be. Who's not?
The Reds.
Okay.
They got a 5-run lead in the second inning against the Blue Jays. Unfortunately for them, they did something that has never happened in Major League Baseball history.
Why aren't they hot?
They allowed a run in 7 consecutive innings and lost the game to the Blue Jays.
Ooh,
that's never happened before.
To get 5 runs or more,
a 5-run lead,
and then give up 7 runs
on Wednesday.
Yes,
in September. Never have. Well, they're hot too.
Kawhi's being investigated.
It's who's hot.
Yeah.
All right, Jason Ross. Let's, as Bob
Does
Seeger
Jason
said,
even want to do this anymore?
Let's turn the page and let's get to it. Let's go streaking. Rock meow. Right, meow.
It's time to go streaking.
We're going streaking!
Who is the Nostradamus of MLB? Who can
Nostradamus.
keep the streak going? It's time to go streaking.
What the hell are you doing?
We're streaking.
Let's go streaking now. Everybody's learning how. Come on and streak with me.
Yeah.
Come on and streak with me.
All right.
Hold on.
I'm at 0.
Yes.
Chris is at 2.
Yes.
Dave is at 4.
If this was golf, you'd be in the lead.
Yeah, you're right. The game of streaking. So I'll start from the bottom.
Now we're here.
Raphael Devers of the Giants.
Raffy Deves.
They got a whole bunch of hits.
They
and a
sure
whole bunch
did.
of runs. He was up 5 times, and he got one of those.
Hey, right back at it.
22 of 23.
22 of 23. What a streak.
I'm at 1. Chris is at 2, trying to get to 3. He took Paul Goldschmidt just to mock me.
He did.
And Paul Goldschmidt did not play. So Chris stays at 2.
Where's
Where
your
were you
Paul,
on that one?
Where's your Paul Goldschmidt didn't play song?
And Dave, you also, I think, took Jacob Wilson to mock
A
me.
little bit.
You were at 4 trying to get to 5. Well, Jacob Wilson got it 4 times, and Jacob Wilson got 1 hit.
Hey,
You're at 5.
hey.
So 5, 1, and 2 right now.
Although that doesn't mean we forgive Jacob Wilson for being the streak stopper.
No, but I'm
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, he's cursed.
Is he?
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Why?
We were told he's cursed because he went on Alan's show.
Oh.
We were supposed to have him in there.
Oh, and he.
Over there.
Oh.
Well, that's about to win a batting title, but that's all right.
It's all right.
Real cursed.
Yeah. Who are you gonna pick?
You know what?
We don't have as many games today.
I don't, but why don't you give me Bobby Witt Jr. if he's playing?
He's playing.
Hey.
No, you've already picked him. He was your first one.
I was joking, obviously. Why don't you give me Aaron Judge?
Smooth.
I was gonna say Freddie Freeman.
That's what they call him down in
Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
Freddie Freeman's playing. You don't want him?
Oh God! You know what? In solidarity with you, I'm going to change my pick to Freddie Freeman. Yeah, I'm going with it. I'm going, and that way,
Can I make you maybe change your mind again?
what?
He's facing Paul Skeens.
I'm going to go with Aaron Judge. Yeah. Final answer. I love New York.
I'm going to take Stephen Kwan.
Hey, show me the Quan.
Chris?
I will take Bobby Witt Jr.
We'll take a break. That's what we'll take. When we come back, let's make our picks. Let's recap this red zone commercial garbage. And if we have time, I have a present for Jason Ross. A little silly something that happened today. I wanted to show you that I don't know if you've seen yet. I hope you haven't. Even if you have, you'll enjoy it. We'll do it next.
The Sacktown Sports 1140 newsletter. Right to your email. Get your latest on the Sacramento Kings, UC Davis, and Sac State with the Sacktown Sports 1140 newsletter. Visit sacktownsports.com to join.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You waited a lifetime for this moment. Now it's time to celebrate. The official collection. The Oklahoma City Thunder, NBA champions. Available now at NBA Store. A Fanatics experience.
When I was in Iraq, our convoy was hit. It was bad. After I came home, I could still hear booms and see tracer fire. Makes it hard to be a good mom.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
I'm Naomi Mathis, Air Force veteran.
With the right support, more veterans can reach victories, great and small.
With help from DAV, I was able to begin to heal.
DAV provides a lifetime of support to veterans of every generation, helping more than 1 million veterans each year.
Today, I'm part of DAV. We're veterans helping veterans to get the benefits they've earned. And I give my veterans my all.
But there's more to be done and more victories to be won.
My victory is being able to be here for my children.
Naomi Mathis, thank you for your service. May your victories inspire many more. Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Get a great deal on your new Silverado at the Maida Chevy Silverado Superstore in the Elk Grove Auto Mall.
Maida Chevy has a great selection, great factory financing, and incentive.
And with great Maida Chevy savings on every new Silverado in stock, you'll see why everyone is saying,
Great deal at Maida. Find your great deal at the Maida Chevy Silverado Superstore in the Elk Grove Auto Mall. Online at MaidaChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
Attention taxpayers, if you owe $5,000 or more and have missed another tax deadline, you're officially on the IRS's radar. The IRS has resumed aggressive collections. That means wage garnishments, bank levies, even seizures of your home, car, or retirement accounts. If you owe $5,000 or more and missed the deadline, you're stacking new debt on top of what you already owe. Call Priority Tax Relief now. Their experts fight back fast and are saving their clients millions in tax debt every month.
I owed over $50,000. And they settled it for pennies on the dollar. These guys are as legit as they come.
After speaking on my behalf with the IRS, my entire debt of $25,000 will be eliminated.
Whether you've received collection letters or you're already facing liens and garnishments, call for your free consultation. There are no upfront fees. Priority Tax Relief. Let's make your taxes our priority. Call 800-406-1584. 800-406-1584. 800-406-1584.
Priority Tax Relief. KHD 1 Sacramento. KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios, Sacktown Sports 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone. And then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sacktown Sports.
Yep. What do we do? Okay, Bob. Okay, Bobby. We'll get busy. Tell me why. All right. I want to play a little bit of this because I'm really excited for this. I think you might be excited for it too. We're just going to go a little off script, shockingly. Little off script.
You have a script?
We do, actually. It's given to us by the Kings every day.
Oh, that's right.
Let me see here. Let me bring this up. Let me share it. And let me play it from producer Ryan Reynolds. You ready, Jason?
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you what was right about John Candy or what was wrong, but he was my friend, and I don't want to cry, but when I see him, when you see his face, I mean.
Who are you?
I'm a Mog. Half man, half dog. Gus Walensky, Polka King of the Midwest. Del Griffith, Director of Sales, Shower Curtain Ring Division.
This is a lovable guy. This is a guy who, the minute you see his face, you're going to smile.
He was amazingly funny.
Thank you.
He was one of the top performers out of all of them.
Guess my secret to acting would be I pretend real hard.
Even though John did distinctly different characters, John was always there.
He was so gentlemanly and so Canadian.
Nobody had bigger expectations for himself than John.
And then all of a sudden, it kind of jumped to a different level.
I've made winning my whole life. And when you make winning your whole life, you have to keep on winning.
You've been in more turkeys than a stuffing mix.
I think the weight of everything he was doing was just too much.
A hazard of this business is that it's very unhealthy for people pleasers.
You can't really do favors for people.
It's a bottomless cup of coffee.
If you go a whole lifetime eating your feelings, drinking your feelings, smoking your nerves, it shows up.
You know, there's some things that are just painful. That's it. And you can't make them not painful.
Hollywood still reacting to the shocking news.
John Candy is dead at the age of 43.
But
43.
It's the face you put on the world that defines who you are.
Colin Hanks directed.
He lived his life very much like the movies. He was the child that made everyone happy. And he was the adult that did that.
You know, I remember John caring when not a lot of people did.
Every time you go.
Oh, this will be so good.
This is no meager life we reflect on today.
You take a piece of.
This is as full a life as any human can live.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, Jennifer. How you doing?
Magnificent of visage, eyes and frame, a titan of a gentle, golden man.
Well, you think what you want about me. I'm not changing. I like me.
I'm so here for this. October 10th.
Nice.
With Ryan Reynolds over Colin Hanks, huh?
With Ryan Reynolds over Colin Hanks. What?
You said, oh, check out what Ryan Reynolds is putting out.
Well, and then I said Colin Hanks is directing it.
How do you get Tom in the documentary?
I think he's got his phone number.
Oh, okay.
That looks great.
It really does. Did you know that was coming out? I didn't.
No, I had no idea.
What's
43? Yeah.
I hate that the first thing when I saw you showing it and the first picture of him, I was like, ugh. Nick Cage doesn't look that convincing as Val Davis.
That's right. Have you seen those? Who is he playing? Nick Cage is playing John Madden, right? Yeah. Have you seen?
Has that happened yet?
They're filming it.
Have you seen the pictures?
Yeah.
Nick is, I mean, I know he's wearing a suit, but even his face. Also, did I hear right? They're making another National Treasure.
Are they?
I think so.
How am I not in that movie?
I'm going to steal the Statue of Liberty.
I love those movies, dude.
I think, was there two?
I believe there's two.
And there was a TV show.
I did see one of them.
Oh, was there?
Fine.
And Dave, what do you think my opinions are on the National Treasure movies?
I'm just going to say you hate them.
I think he likes them.
Love them.
Okay.
It's Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
That's true.
Can they make a Face Off too?
There's been talk about it.
Face Off again. Leave my face on my face.
Face on.
I hated that movie so much, dude.
Did it work?
You hate that movie?
Hate that movie.
This is why I can't take your movie.
Hate that movie.
Opinions.
Dude, come on. The whole thing is based on the fact that no one around them is going to recognize that they're wearing someone else's face.
Yeah.
And you could give yourself...
It wasn't just the face. They transformed their bodies as well.
Yeah. And his wife just doesn't notice.
Roughly the same build.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super easy.
Really good plastic surgery.
His Castor Troy's brother knew almost immediately in prison that it wasn't him.
Almost immediately.
Almost immediately.
And by the way, you're talking to a guy who can totally get into a show about hobbits and eagles and wizards and stuff. I get it.
Face Off is more realistic.
You can suspend reality. I couldn't suspend reality. Not only
I know you like Harry Potter.
Who was the other guy in it with
John Travolta?
John Travolta, yeah. I don't know. Nick Cage just also didn't do it. But then again, Nick Cage is so hit or miss with me. Like Con Air.
Oh,
what is wrong with you?
How about The Rock?
I like The Rock, but that was because Sean Connery carried that.
Godspeed.
Was he in? Was Nick Cage also? Was it Broken Arrow? Was that Nick Cage?
No, that's John Travolta.
Oh yeah,
and Christian Slater.
Nick Cage is also kind of a wiener too. I'm surprised you
say
like
it to his
kid.
face.
I'm surprised you like him. I went on one of them ghost.
Why?
I went on one because he's a Wiener Schnitzel. I went on one of those ghost tours in New Orleans last time I was there, and the guy made a point to talk a lot about Nicolas Cage and how he bought this like building that like 17 kids were murdered in, and that they use on the ghost tours and all that. And he also bought his own crypt in one of the graveyards, and then he ended up selling it. The guy was like, yeah, he's pretty much one of the most hated people. People here do not like Nicolas Cage at all in New Orleans. And that was enough for me.
Okay.
That was enough for me.
The tour guide told you.
The tour guide said it, and he knows.
Yeah.
How did he say it to you?
He said it.
Go get there and get the ball there. Wow, he's that bad?
Wow. Didn't understand a word of that.
All right. Enough of that. Enough of that malarkey. We've got to make some picks, Jason. Yesterday we picked the playoff team.
Yeah, we didn't go all the way to the end.
You want to go all the way?
Let's go all the way.
Let's go. Let's go all the way. Let's go all the way. Let's go. Who sings that? Come on. You're the Oracle.
I don't have it. I know the song.
It's going to be something dumb like Abaca Zuba or something. Let's go. Is it? It's not.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah,
it's group before.
Yeah, it's gonna be something dumb.
Can you say the first letter?
L. Wait, no, that's Let's Go all the way.
Stupid.
S.
And how many words is the group?
2.
It's be like Suba Chuba or something.
Hey.
Sade Nation.
I'll know it when you say it, but I don't have it.
Sly
Park. And the Family Stone.
Maybe I won't know it.
Stallone.
I don't know.
I mean, is this the song? Let me make sure that this is the right song. Sly Fox?
Yeah.
Oh, that is what it. Yeah, no, that's it. That's it. That's the brother of Brittany Fox.
No.
Popular 80s.
De'Aaron's brother.
De'Aaron's, probably De'Aaron's grandpa.
Who?
Yeah. He's in San Antonio. Get over it.
Maybe it's Rick.
Who? Mount Foxmore?
Yeah.
20th century.
Red. Rick. De'Aaron. E-Lady.
Vivica A.
He said E-Lady. I was just going to say that. What?
Vivica
A.
Network.
I said 20th century,
Okay.
but yeah.
And the Hound.
What did the say? Yeah, and the Hound. That's a good one.
40.
Star. That's a Nintendo game. That's for me.
Oh, yeah.
Star Fox 64. Fox. Rick, De'Aaron, Red,
Vivica,
and Sly.
Yeah. There we go.
Let's make our picks, Jason.
Okay. NFC Championship game, AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
I just think we're busy.
Every year I do this, and every year I just feel so lame because there's just times I don't want to take any chances. Okay. So let's start.
Well, I'm not going to hold you accountable for this.
I got you.
It's just a pick.
Let's start in the AFC.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Kansas City.
Okay. Safe choice.
Nope. I'm not going to. No, you know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm going to break my own rule, dude.
We're going to have the same game.
Baltimore and Buffalo. Baltimore and Buffalo. Do we have the same game?
We have the same game.
Hey.
Baltimore, Buffalo, AFC Championship game.
I don't think we're going to have the same game in the NFC.
Okay.
In the National Football Conference. God, this one's so tough, dude. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'd say 6 teams I could conceivably see in the NFC Championship. And by the way, I guarantee you're going to have a different, there'll at least be 1 or 2 in year 6 that would be different than mine. I will say I'm going to go safe. I'll put the defending Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles in there. but I'll put them against the Green Bay Packers. Really? Really? No, really.
Buffalo, Baltimore, Philadelphia, Green Bay.
Oh, that's not great radio. Oh,
I have mine written down.
Wow. Yeah, look. Obviously, the Commanders weren't it last year. The Lions are like, we're the Lions. Remember us? The Vikings and the Niners. But, of course, you got the Rams.
Yep,
I
thought about them.
They could do a thing. Who knows? Tampa Bay could get lucky. Maybe Chicago's big surprises. I don't know. But I feel like those two teams are the class of the NFC.
Okay. Well, that's fun.
Super Bowl matchup. Oh,
mine's already written down.
All right,
Let's
hold
see.
on. All right, let's see.
I mean, we got a 50-50 chance on each side.
Okay, here's where it's going to differ.
All right, let's see.
I guarantee I guarantee you it'll
Okay.
differ. In the NFC, I have the Green Bay Packers.
Okay.
In the AFC, I have the Buffalo Bills.
Okay. You were right. We're different.
Okay.
But one of them is.
You got the Eagles. No, you have the Ravens. You have the Ravens, the Packers.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have the Bills and the Packers.
Well, that means that our Super Bowl champions will be different. Because to me,
and the Bills,
and totally not influenced by Hard Knocks in
Didn't you
any
pick
way.
Detroit last year?
I did. No. This is the year. And by the way, if you take the Niners off the table, and I had to pick a Super Bowl once again, I would love to see Lions Bills. I just don't think the Lions will make it. I would hate if it was the Niners and Bills. Obviously, I'd root for the Niners, but
you wouldn't hate it that much.
It would be one of those things where it's like I really want the Niners to win. It's been since '94.
Accept a loss?
I couldn't. I would say something like the following: if the Niners were going to lose in the Super Bowl, I'm glad it's Buffalo. Is what I'd end up saying, and I'd feel greasy saying it. I think this is the year. I think they get off the schneid. I think they finally. I want this to happen. I want Buffalo to finally get a championship, a Super Bowl title. I say Josh Allen, the freshly married Josh Allen, who has the world at his feet. It is his oyster. Is
that good?
I think. I don't know. Like, what if you're allergic?
Yeah.
You know, also I was thinking about this morning. I'm making a clam chowder for my mom tomorrow. But then I was in the freezer and I saw that I have this big old thing of frozen shrimp. Is there a shrimp chowder? And if not, why isn't there more of a shrimp chowder?
I don't know that.
Just same thing as a clam chowder, but with shrimp, right?
Yeah.
There's got to be. So I'm going to take Buffalo.
Okay.
Yes.
I have Baltimore. Baltimore over Green Bay in the Super Bowl.
I don't hate that. I really don't hate that at all. God, there's so many
Neither
good
of us
teams.
picked the Chiefs.
It's going to end up being the Chiefs.
Shrimp chowder is a thing.
It is a thing? Okay. It has to be a thing. But I wonder, for me, my whole thing is like, is it basically the exact same ingredients as a clam chowder, made the exact same way, but instead of putting clams in there, you put shrimps in there? Like, you just chop them up a little. I think that'd actually be really good. The only question I have is, would the shrimp hold up over like a day or two of microwaving and reheating, or would it get gummy?
I don't know. I mean,
I know you're not. Yeah.
Gumbo do fine with.
Yeah, you know what? It does. That's an excellent point, Jason. It absolutely does.
Yeah.
I would ask for some, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's the last day of Chris.
Last Chris show.
Where are you going, Chris?
Yeah, where are you going?
Going to the Rose Bowl.
Oh, he loves it.
Oh, that's right.
Support my guy, Jason.
Yeah.
A champagne supernova in sky.
Maybe.
You're going to be the one that saves me.
Gonna be one that saves me. Oh, I forgot. You got to do that. You got to put the hands behind the back and sing up at the microphone. Good morning, Steven. If that's your real name.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Oh, that's
your guys' name.
That's not Steven.
That's Steven.
Oh, is it Steven or
Oh,
Steven?
no, it's Steven.
It's Steven with a PH.
Oh, okay.
Stephen.
It is Steven with a PH. No, absolutely. You know, it's funny. They call me PH at work because there's two Stevens here, and it's kind of ridiculous. So,
why not go by Steph?
You know?
Same spelling?
Because Steph Curry ruined it for me. Steph Curry ruined it for me. That's why.
Thanks, Steph.
Are there any other Stephs?
Every time I go to a Starbucks, dude, it's like a heart. It's like a dagger in my heart. Like, hey, Stefan. Like, oh God, please no, thank you.
Steph infection. Steph Curry.
It's like Jason. You know what I mean? Not Jason, but it's Jason. And then David.
David.
You
That's
know?
my Spanish name.
Steph brothers.
What's going on? What's going on, Stefan?
Oh, God, don't do that. Anyway, so Pablo Torre is doing God's work right now. He's doing something that ESPN lost, because the one thing I miss is Jeremy Schaap. Now, I remember the days of Jeremy Schaap when he was on fire.
And
his investigative journalism and his investigative reporting was absolutely top-notch, top-level. It exceeded any sort of big media companies out there as far as their investigative journalism. Like, we're talking like big time, the big media companies, you know, Fox News, CNN, all that stuff, right?
Right.
Like, he did more investigative work than anybody. And I feel like since Disney's purchase of ESPN, they've really kind of tailed off the hardcore journalism, sports journalism.
Yes.
And Pablo Torre, who is not a contributor, who ran PTI for a long time. He was a legitimate employee for a number of years for the ESPN. So the sheer disrespect by them for them to disrespect Pablo's work like that, it's disheartening. You know what I mean?
I couldn't agree more.
He did really good work. So I miss Jeremy Schaap. Ryan Smith has kind of taken up the outside the lines a little bit, you know, and Bob Lee, you know, he was really good too back in the day. And Pablo needs to get, like, he really should get recognized wholeheartedly, full on, no stop, dude. Like, full stop, actually, is what I meant to say. Because this is great journalism, man. This is absolute top-notch, top-tier journalism. And bring back Jeremy Schaap, baby. So you guys have a really good day, man. And I hope you guys have a good one, man.
Thank you. Always. Oh, I didn't mean to. I thought he was done. I know he was going to say.
No, you're doing that. Wink.
Sorry, Steven. Always good to hear from you.
Yes. It's been a while.
It has been a while. Pablo Torre is interesting. His dad was a urologist.
Huh.
His mom was a dermatologist. Pablo didn't really do well in school per se, which is strange. He went to Harvard, and graduated magna cum laude with highest honors in sociology. His thesis was 114 pages long and entitled "Sympathy for the Devil, Child Homicide, Victim Characteristics, and the Sentencing Preferences of the American Conscience." Obviously, is a humorous thing. And he was the editor of
It was great.
He was the editor of the Harvard Crimson.
Fun read.
Yeah, and he was originally he was either going to be a lawyer or something like that. Lawyer, thank you. Yeah, and then he has just kind of meandered. Like, first off, you can just give him the Peabody Award right now. It's his. He's going to win.
He won it.
He is the presumptive favorite.
I want to say he's stressed out too much preparing for something, like either getting into law.
Yeah, I remember reading this article too. It was something, and he was just like, yeah, and he is just really he's been kind of this fish out of water. Like, he's a square peg round hole, and nobody's really known how to handle him correctly. And it's so crazy that he goes basically independent without any help of legacy media whatsoever to help him with his research. And he's doing good old-fashioned deep dive journalism. And so many people are like, oh, my God, this is so refreshing. And it is.
Yeah.
What's so awful is the state of journalism now is there's so many people in different sections. Like, we need our own Pablo Torre in finance, in politics.
That's right.
And nobody's doing it.
They're not. They're not doing it. It is... It is very refreshing. And I'm, as Steven said,
I should go back. It's not that people aren't doing that. It just doesn't have the reach that Pablo Torre has.
No. But I it's funny. One thing that I will always remember from my days of working with Don Geronimo that 3 words. Well, there's a lot of things I'll remember, but he would always say privately, and I think sometimes on the air too, because we'd get yep, dude, God dang it, Chris. We would get research, we would get consultants, they would mess around with the break times, and Don would always say, look, when it comes down to it, content is king. Content is king. If your content is good, the audience will find it and they will spread it. And I think in this case, Pablo's content is fantastic, right? And it's finding people are thirsty for the story is sensational in the sense that it's a crazy story, but non-sensationalistic, sourced 7,000 times, deep dive, deep throat, Nixon Watergate style reporting. Mm-hmm. There was one other thing, by the way, as we go to break, I forgot to mention about the Boston Sports Journal report on Steve Ballmer. Those with aspiration insist that the actions of 2 of their executives, Cherney and Sandberg, are those of rogue founders who went beyond a legitimate company's means. Only Sandberg has been accused of criminal activity. Aspiration has been investigated by the feds over the quality of its environmental actions, but there are no findings of any wrongdoing. And then in the very, very end of this article, and guys, I'm going to ask everybody listening to be a grown-up and not get triggered here. I'm just making a point, and my point is correct. Cherney is currently working with the Democratic Party on a Project 2029 strategy, which is a response to the Project 2025 strategy currently being implemented by President Donald Trump. Why is that important? Why would I possibly bring that up on this show? Because if you follow and connect the dots in the way things work politically these days, I find it incredibly hard to believe that the political party sides are not going to now pick up on this. This is fraud. You're going to get the president involved at some point now. There needs to be an investigation because this guy has deep Democrat ties. Now, all of a sudden, I'm telling you, watch when this happens. The White House and the government are now going to start mouthing about getting involved in this. And I'm not here to judge yay or nay. I'm just stating what I think is going to be facts. And that is going to blow the lid off of this whole thing, even beyond the NBA stratosphere.
Right.
So when I say this story is bigger than it seems, and it seems really big, trust me when I say this story is bigger than it seems. We're just getting started.
Bigger than basketball?
It's always bigger than basketball. We'll take a break. When we come back, What's on Deck, brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing. And then we'll get into Crosstalk with Alan Stiles coming up right after this.
Visit SackDownSports.com and join the Sackdown Sports 1140 newsletter.
I'm tired of being broken. I'm sick of feeling hopeless. Way down here at my lowest. At the end of my rope. At the end of my rope. So what do I do? So what do I do?
Hey, this is Jelly Roll. This National Recovery Month, start your recovery journey. Choose a proven addiction treatment option that's right for you at ChooseChangeCA.org.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. It's Country in the Park 2, Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Locash, Vincent Mason, and Averyana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo with RVs of Sacramento and the Sled Museum of Science and Curiosity. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
So my mother is thinking of switching from Verizon to Pure Talk, but she's worried the deal sounds too good to be true. Michael, she said, how can those Pure Talk people offer me the same basic service as Verizon for so much less money? I said, Mom, go ask Google how much Verizon spends on advertising and promotion. A few seconds later, my mother said, oh my goodness, $12 billion a year? That must be a typo. I'll tell you what I told my mom. It's not a typo. Verizon spends $12 billion a year on advertising and promotion, and their customers are paying for it. Well, Pure Talk doesn't spend that kind of money on commercials. Trust me, I would know. Consequently, they can offer you and my mother Unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data on a blazing fast 5G network for just $25 a month. Dial pound 250 and say the words Mike Rowe, and you'll get an additional 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 Mike Rowe. Pure talk. Everything you need and nothing you don't.
This is Alan Stiles on Sacktown Sports 1140, and the big deals are rolling in at Folsom Buick's GMC's end of summer sales event. Right now, take home the 2025 Sierra 1500 Crew Cab Denali with $13,500 off MSRP, or lease it for just $699 a month for 24 months with $5,999 due at signing. This is your chance to drive the bold and powerful Sierra 1500 Crew Cab built to stand out on the road. When the summer ends, so do these deals. So don't miss out. Visit FolsomBuick.com today.
Hey, Sacramento homeowners. Imagine the coolest, most comfortable summer in 30 years, leaving air conditioning giants drowning in overstock. That's your golden ticket to massive savings right now at Sierra Pacific. We've forged powerhouse partnerships with the world's top manufacturers. They trust us for flawless installations, unbeatable service, and our massive reach across Sacramento to move their inventory fast. In return, exclusive, jaw-dropping discounts just for you. Upgrade your home with premium systems at rock-bottom prices, installed by the region's elite craftsmen, and backed by ironclad warranties and legendary support. Plus, snag huge tax credits and SMUD rebates to slash costs even further. This inventory clearing bonanza won't last. Seize it today. Call Sierra Pacific for your free in-home consultation and discover the perfect system for your ultimate comfort. Dial 916-638-0543 now, or head to SierraPacificHome.com. Don't miss out. Your cooler, cozier home awaits.
Sierra Pacific Solar Heating and Air, the guys in the big red trucks.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is going to be fun.
It's time for What's on Deck, brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
Well, you know what's on deck today? It's the start of the National Football League. Game 1, first game, that's what's on deck. Cowboys, Eagles, feel like it's a must-win for our NFC champion representatives.
They got to win
NFC
this.
Champion, but
they got to win this one.
Yeah.
They got to. Season over if they don't.
Be a great win for the Cowboys if they somehow won. Spoiled the party.
I'm so excited.
Maybe you'll pick the Eagles for your survivor this week.
No. I'm going to make
No.
Who would be my, let's see. Who would be my.
Some would say I'm not wasting the Eagles that early, but you just got to advance.
Some might say.
I learned that lesson long ago.
Nah, you don't need to save.
Keep
win.
picking this. Just stay alive. It's Survivor. Just stay alive.
That's right. People will get knocked out.
No, but this is one you could take a stab at.
I'll do the stab it.
Okay, I'm like, did someone use a knife? I'm looking for like whatever the joke is. Yeah.
That's an inside joke with me and Jason.
Oh, okay. All right. This is a tough week, dude. Well, it's
the first week is honestly one of the hardest because we are only going on what we think from last year.
Dare I say? I think my pick.
Dare I say?
I think my pick would be Denver over the Titans at home.
Sounds familiar.
Is that yours?
Someone in the other rooms. I haven't made mine yet.
Mm-hmm. Ali, good morning.
How you doing, Dave?
Good.
Jason.
What about
all as well?
What about Jason?
Yeah, I'd ask about him.
Sorry.
How's Jason doing?
Okay. Hey,
it's all good, sir.
Yeah. Hi.
Good. So I know you guys got the last 30 minutes left here. I'll be quick, but just want to appreciate Dave, not Jason, on picking the Bills. I'm a long-time diehard Bills fan for the last 35 years. I called you guys' show about a few years ago, and the Bills broke their 17-year playoff drought, and the Kings did next year with 16-year playoff drought. So if you see a black car with the Bills hoodie on, that's me. So, anyways, just want to appreciate you, even though you're a Niner fan. You have a soft spot for my Bills, and I really appreciate it.
I do have a soft spot for them.
There you go.
Small market. Small market.
That'd be great.
Nobody is like, I want to go to Buffalo. You remember Ryan Lillis of the Bee?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from Buffalo.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
And the thing about Buffalo is people from Buffalo love Buffalo.
Yes, they do.
I've never heard anybody be like, oh, God, I'm glad I got out. They just love it. And, yeah, the weather, and you can buy a house for the price of a VCR, which probably helps. But it's And those 4 Super Bowl losses.
Mm-hmm.
Look, as a Kings fan, I look at everything through purple glasses. Small market, check. Perennial lovable loser, check. The fact that they're known as losers, yet they made 4 straight Super Bowls.
Right.
Like, I think the Bills winning a Super Bowl would mean as much, I won't say more, but I'm biased. I think nationally I'd lose this argument. But I will say would mean as much to Buffalo as a Kings championship would mean to Sacramento.
No, I agree with that. But, like, I feel like there's a lot of people that would root for Buffalo in general.
Yes.
If Sacramento made the finals, do people in Florida care?
Depends on who they play. But, yeah.
Carolina care?
Well, and to be truthful, in the NBA, I think just a lot of people would tune out. Everybody's going to watch the Super Bowl, and everybody's going to develop a rooting interest.
Yeah.
I think of the people that watch the NBA Finals, if the Kings were ever in it, obviously it highly depends on who they're playing. But let's say it was the Kings and the Celtics.
Okay.
Your Boston fans are going to root for the Celtics, but I think a lot of America is going to go.
I'm tired of Boston.
I'm tired of Boston. Here's it. The Kings never hurt anybody. They always lose. Let's pull for them. You'd have 2. What I think would be interesting is who do Laker fans?
Oh no, they root for the Kings. They hate the Celtics.
But then I also think I also realize that if their Lakers aren't in it, they're probably not watching anyways because they're terrible sports fans. They're not watching.
But it'd be more like if it was Kings, Hawks,
or Magic or something. Yeah,
something that has kind of like the example. Like, what would you have done last year? You wanted the Bills Lions.
Yes,
we almost got it. But
if we'd have gotten Bills Lions, for the first time in my life, I would have legitimately had the take of, man, I just really hope it's a good game and I'm going to be happy with whoever wins. And I would have I hate that answer. I hate it when people say that, but I would have legitimately felt that way.
Did you care who won the Chiefs or Eagles?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I
wanted a great game.
We did not get a great game. I probably, if you put a gun to my head, would have rooted Eagles just because it's something different.
Yeah.
But I have no love for the Eagles. I have no hate for the Chiefs. Don't get me wrong. It's just.
But they beat the Niners a couple times.
Yeah, I hate the Chiefs. I hate them. I don't hate JR though. Good morning, Junior.
I'm going to take a stab at this.
Okay.
First of all, Josh Allen, how can you not? I don't know anyone that doesn't love or not love, but doesn't like Josh Allen. There's that other element of this current Bills team. So
yeah, he's
so lovable.
He is. That's the thing. He's so he's right. He is as far on the spectrum of lovable as you can possibly get. He can't go any further because if he does, I'm going to start hating him. Because it's like
exactly right.
He's right there. You're good looking. You're the MVP. Yeah. You're a super. Maybe if he wins a Super Bowl, and you have a knockout wife who's gonna maybe win an Oscar. Who knows? Everything's great in your life. You're from Fireball.
Fireball.
Right.
Fireball.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, he's basically from Sacramento.
Right.
You can go ahead and say it.
Greater Sacramento area is Josh Allen.
He's our guy.
Right.
Imagine Tom Brady and Josh Allen they're both from the greater Sacramento area.
Yes.
Which is
it's from Sarah. I'm from the greater Sacramento area then if you're saying Sarah is. Hey, Jay, what's going on?
That's you.
Hey, that guy, Jay Ross.
Yeah.
You big Airplane, like the movie Airplane?
Of course.
Remember the scene where he says, stops, bad day to stop sniffing glue?
Yes.
Bad day to stop being a fan of FSU.
I saw you on Twitter over the weekend. I was at the USC game.
You can't see people on Twitter. Let's be clear.
I felt your presence. And JR's like, what a terrible day to renounce your FSU. That didn't happen. I was watching the game.
He was wearing USC gear.
I was Knoll and Trojans clothing.
Yes or no? You were wearing USC clothes during the Florida State game.
Yes.
Yes, he was.
But
right on.
Much like, if you read your Greek history, much like the Trojan horse that was a horse on the outside, but was people on the inside.
People?
I was a USC-clad person on the outside, but a Knoll on the inside.
The people are Soylent Green.
Soylent Green is people!
You are a Trojan fan, bye-bye.
Well, I hope JR enjoyed his final call of the program.
I paid my taxes.
From the chat line, Johnny in Airplane gives one of the all-time unhinged performances. We've said it before, but we'll have to do that. That'd be a fun Mount Rushmore some days. We hit a break right now. Mount Rushmore of all-time popular movie, movies, movie stealers, and I've got two that are immovable. Johnny in Airplane and Doc Holliday, Val Kilmer's Doc Holliday and Tombstone. Now it's who are the other two? I'll look for your answers on the text line at 916-339-1140 and on the chat line on YouTube. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Alan Stiles joins us. We think Crosstalk and Celebrity Birthdays next.
The Drive Guys.
I think I have that right, Jay.
Yeah. Boy, I see you over there crooning. R&B album coming soon, huh? Mr. Gleason.
I have too much respect for the genre.
Dub G.
To tarnish it with my own efforts.
No. You play a part in it.
Yeah.
You can listen to The Drive Guys Monday through Friday from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. on 1140 a.m. YouTube and the Sacktown Sports app.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. I got to tell you, I am so excited to get this decking project started with Trex Decking and Railings. From the first time I stepped foot in the showroom last week, I was so impressed. So many color options, heat-resistant composite deck. What does that mean? That means I don't have to do any maintenance on it whatsoever. They even have a deck designer, so you can go online and see what your dream deck will look like on your house. Just visit Trex, that's Trex.com to get it started. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you.
People are coming from all over to Sacramento Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, from Folsom, Elk Grove, Woodland, Roseville, because they've seen for themselves the huge selection and the best prices at SacSuperstore.com. Good luck finding a lower price anywhere else. And if you do, they'll match it. It's as simple as that. Sacramento Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, where a handshake still means something. Open until 10 o'clock and centrally located right across from Hagen Oaks Golf Course. And online at SacSuperstore.com. The guaranteed lowest price and the best selection of Dodge, Chrysler, Jeeps, and Rams. SacSuperstore.com.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your RV, RV wins.
What, are you going to take the RV to the lake or clean out your closet?
RV wins!
Putting the dishes away or taking the RV camping?
RV wins!
Cleaning the fridge or taking a trip to the beach?
RV wins!
You might want to clean the fridge real quick because, mold.
We clean out the fridge, then take the RV out.
With Progressive, you can bundle your RV with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings in your RV. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states and situations.
If you've got a gas-powered engine, keep it running like new at every fill-up. Stable in-season protection is your engine's preventative medicine, cleaning and protecting the entire fuel system in season. In outdoor power equipment, prevent gum and varnish buildup that could cause a rough or non-running engine. For cars and trucks, increase fuel efficiency and power by removing deposits, ensuring your engine's long-term health. Stable outperforms the competition in independent lab testing. So at every fill-up, start with Stable.
Need cash fast? Tap into the value of your home with a home equity line of credit from Valley Strong Credit Union. Whether it's for home improvements, debt consolidation, or that dream vacation, you can get your cash offer in minutes. That's right, just minutes to unlock the power of your home's equity with no hard credit pull to see how much cash you can get. No stress, no waiting, just smart local banking that puts you first. Grow your possibilities with Valley Strong Credit Union. Visit valleystrong.com to get started today.
Carmichael Dave here for my friends at American American Energy Heating and Air. Yes, I always tell you they are a family-owned operation, been in business since 81, A+ Better Business Bureau, but it is hot. We are in those Sacramento hot months. I want to focus on them being your second opinion partner. What does that mean? Maybe you've got somebody you're working with or you've worked with in the past in the HVAC world. Guess what? They want to give you a second opinion. How much does it cost? Nothing. You call them up and say, hey, can I get a second opinion on this deal? They come out and they either say, wow, that's a great deal, you should feel better about that, or they say, we can beat that price. And usually they're going to beat it by a lot. Guess what? You just saved money and it didn't cost you anything to find out. It's a no-lose situation. Go with a trusted company. American Energy, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. Jingle Singers, take it away.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. It's Country in the Park 2, Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Low Cash, Vincent Mason, and Averyana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo with RVs of Sacramento and the Smud Museum of Science and Curiosity. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
Yeah, this is none of those things. And now, here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
Yeah.
Hey, Alan.
Still with us. Alan Stiles.
Is it really? Is your wife really pregnant?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Due day yesterday or the day
yesterday. This is all we know. We don't know. We've never lived in the reality where the due date doesn't mean anything.
It's a suggestion.
Yeah, it does not mean anything to us. So we were hopeful, but here we are.
Any truth to the rumor that the Sacramento River Cats are paying you $28 million?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Oh, he does the job.
He does. That is true. It's not a no-show.
Yeah.
Wait. And the this is Sac Republic. He's doing that too.
But maybe they're paying him that to play second base, and he's not doing that.
Or maybe the Athletics are paying him to do the same job. They're paying him $28 million. That's a no-show. We had Sam Amick on today, which you should replay in its entirety, and it was really good. And I love this idea that what is the rule? And did Sam say it was okay?
Yeah.
What we brought,
he was going percentages, I guess, right?
Yeah, but I want to know what it is. So we were saying, like, if last summer, if the Kings, for example, said, hey, we're going to buy a sponsorship. We want to sponsor you guys. We want to sponsor the morning show. We want our logo on there, and we're going to pay you $10 million. And then, shockingly, come October, new free agent signing DeMar DeRozan starts coming on the show every week like Sam does, and we pay him $9.5 million. Point being, look,
we made some money.
We get some pretty good rates here at the station because we're so awesome. $10 million's a little high.
Right.
Barely.
And we have player shows and coach shows and all that. I'm not going to put their business out there, but $9.5 million's a little high for a weekly show. Point being, all I want to know is this. I need to call Mike Bass with the NBA. He'll know. Conceivably, what's the rule that says they couldn't do that?
Yeah, because he's being paid to do a job.
And he's doing the job.
Yeah. If you want to overpay, that's on you.
Yeah.
That was the initial thought as to where is the truest, smokingest gunnist.
So the Boston Sports Journal today. Did you read that article yet?
I saw that they were trying to give him 20 more million.
28 more million, I think is what it was.
Woo!
Make it to a total of 48 million.
Well, he was at 20.
Oh, was he at 28? Then you're right. The 48 million, which weirdly enough was 2 million below Steve Ballmer's contribution, which apparently was made with little to no due diligence. But the smoking gun in that article is that they were doing a fundraising, capital fundraising. They'd raised like $600 million. Other investors were getting a $10 per share rate. Ballmer paid $11 per share. And if I know a little bit about this, but just enough to sound stupid, when you're a company that's trying to raise funds, a Series A or B or whatever you're doing, when you're a company trying to raise funds, if you have the opportunity to get a heavyweight like Steve Ballmer behind you, he gets a discount. It's a volume discount. He's buying a lot. But also, when you send out your decks to other potential investors, you say, oh, and Steve Ballmer's on board. Oh, my God, Steve Ballmer's on board. They get discounts. They do not pay premiums. Yeah. So that in itself is, and then, again, the audience freaks out at this. But what I also notice is buried at the very end of that article, which I'm very interested to see how this works out, is one of the former execs or CEOs of this company that Kawhi dealt with or did not deal with is currently working on something called Project 2029, which is in response to the Republicans' Project 2025. He's a heavy Democrat donor. Why am I bringing that up? This would not be the first time the president has gotten involved in matters of sport. And if now all of a sudden he smells blood, that he can paint this as a political thing and see how scammy this party is and this and that, whatever. And he starts getting into this, which I say is a coin flip that he does. Now, all of a sudden, it's a whole different Donahue, dude. Now it's a whole different thing.
Now the NBA shuts down.
No more NBA. Well, and now you can start pulling out all these other old NBA tropes that we've had in the past about that we've heard, and now it becomes a whole big thing. Coming up in about 11 minutes, Alan's going to break that down.
All because they wouldn't give Pablo Torre his own show. That's it. And Bill Simmons called him. Yeah. Said he wasn't a journalist.
Yeah.
And now we have no more. Now Bill Simmons can't watch the Celtics in 5 years.
Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, Bill. Friend of the show, Pablo Torre. Just so everybody knows, I have reached out. We are efforting Pablo Torre, who has Sacramento connections.
I mean, that's the hottest guy.
Yeah, he ain't coming on anytime. This.
Oh, I'm just gonna go on Dan Patrick.
Yeah,
that's the hot guy.
Like that's bigger.
You ever been the hot guy?
No, I've been the lukewarm guy.
Jason's been the hot guy.
Hot corner.
Jason's constantly the hot guy.
Jason is the hot guy.
That was a Billie Eilish song.
Who else on this station's been the hot guy? I was talking to Whitey yesterday. TV star, lead singer of a band. He was the hot guy.
Yeah. What?
Did he leave out host of Tom Labree's night? Oh no, it wasn't Tom Labree's Night Comfort Theater. You're right. It was Fright Night. Fright Night on Channel 58.
That's what I said. TV
I got
I said all that.
Yeah.
Did he leave off King's Jinx?
It was my list.
Yeah, I think he did leave it off. All-time jinxer of the Kings.
Hot guy.
Also, Whitey Gleason doesn't age.
Yeah,
that should be. He's the Danny Almonte of sports radio.
Oh, by the way, we're locked and loaded for this Gym Boys 1st to 7.
Oh yeah,
Alan's I'm not trying to
training.
Not putting any pressure.
I've been training.
Alan, you don't embarrass us. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm not getting last. I know that.
Alan Styles,
second to last.
Second to the top.
7.
Celebrity Birthdays is brought to you by Crumble Cookies. Hey, listen, football kicks off tonight and an earnest Sunday. Why not celebrate with a little bit of crumble and a little bit of cookie? I know that's what I'm doing. Crumble Cookies. I'll have some, please.
Okay.
Jason Rose.
Hey, guys, on this date, in what year did the game show Price is Right come out?
Yes.
1977.
Yes. 75.
1968.
Nobody's in the right decade. Chris is closest. 1956.
Wow. Wow. What was it like?
Paper mache.
What was the day? What was the first show like? Was it weird?
For me,
they're bidding.
It was.
They're bidding $97 for a car.
Yeah. And they were over.
You could win a new Yugo.
Okay, happy birthday today to I think it's pronounced Beyonce.
No, Beyonce.
Beyonce.
It's Italian.
Oh, it's hard.
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Okay, so Beyonce was 16 when she met Jay-Z. So
easy.
40. It's not 50 yet. 46.
Yeah, I was going. It's somewhere there. Dave, you seem close.
Dave, you seem close.
I'm gonna go with a 47.
On TV, more than Leave It to Beaver. Reruns.
48.
Dave's closest, 44.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Beyonce.
Happy birthday to Damon Wayans.
Okay, that's
senior or junior?
I'm going senior.
That's the
Blank Man.
The older one than the twins.
Yes.
They're twins, right?
Damon
I don't
Wayans.
think
I don't think they're twins. Damon is 64.
What?
I know, dude. I don't like it either.
Dave, you seem like you're confident.
Dave.
No. He's 60 on the nose. Yep. This is the one.
What about the rest of them?
He is 63.
Dave's closest, 65. Happy birthday, Mike Piazza.
Oh, yes.
Yes, you don't say
A
about
favor. A favor. I don't know if it's favor, is it Nepo? Kinda.
Kind of. Worked out,
Nepo
though.
adjacent.
Mike Piazza is 59.
Kyle, real quick. I know we got to go. Is there any way you can play them the almond thing before we go?
No, we've got 20 seconds.
All right.
Wow.
How old's Mike Piazza?
What did you say?
59.
62.
61.
Dave's closest again, 57.
Wow. I swept it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kyle.
Coming up on Alan's show, he will break down the whole Pablo Torre, Steve Ballmer situation and some song about almonds. All coming up right after this.
The Drive Guys.